Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the African Frame podcast. I am here with the awesome SQJ Pure, aka Mr. Robeezy, aka I write more books than your favorite author. Please make sure to go check out his books on Google Play. You will find Jin's War, you will find The Heist, you will find The Bludgeon Ball. All of those things under $50. High quality writing for very low prices. Please make sure to go check them out. You can also find them on Cinema Soda. You can also find them on this channel that you're watching right now. You can also find them on SQJ Pure on TikTok, SQJ Pure on YouTube. Please make sure to go subscribe to him over there. And then we have me. I am Buckmeister Cool from Meister Geek Media and Buckmeister Cool Reacts. Recast the T'Challa campaign going on across all social medias. I will not explain. It's happening. Anyway, please make sure to go check out Black Panther versus the Super Skrull. That is now climbing to 16K, which is nice. So please make sure to go check that out over there. Please make sure to go check out Black Panther versus Kang on Tapas. It's a free comic book that you can go read. New storyline loading as well. Then you can go check out Black Fist on Tapas and on Webtoons. You can also check out Neon Wave on Tapas and Webtoons. And you can check out Meisterman Music if you want to listen to my music. And again, Meister Geek Media, please subscribe over there so you can keep up with the stuff that I'm doing. You can also find me also on Mzansi Nerds. Mzansi Nerds is a channel where we do a bunch of geek content. So we cover events, we're covering interviews, we're covering podcasts around all sorts of things, like your animes and your mangas and all of that stuff like that, and your cartoons, because we have stuff like Tunes for Grown-Ups. It's a lot of stuff going on over there, but please make sure to go check out Mzansi Nerds on YouTube. You'll find me there as well. You'll also find Rob sometimes. And now we have our special guest who's been joining us for these movies, Mr. Dude the Movie Guy, aka Kagiso Mulambo. Please make sure to go check out Dude the Movie Guy on TikTok. I'm still struggling to find your other social media, sir, so please, if you do have them, please tell the people now before we get going, or should they just go to the TikTok?
They can find me on Instagram and Facebook.
Instagram and Facebook, same name, right? Dude the Movie Guy.
Yep, same name.
Or Dude the Movie Guy. There you heard it, folks. On Instagram, on Facebook, and on TikTok. Dude the Movie Guy. Please make sure to go follow him over there for some great insight on movies, some great movie reviews, some great recommendations, especially if you love all sorts of genres. This guy watches everything. He's got the Byakugan eye. It's 360-degree vision. All right. So right now we are going to tap into our second part of Ip Man 1. Handing over to you, Rob. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you were about to start. I tried to learn after watching this thing. I tried to do that, and I was like, it does not feel like the movies. I'm doing something wrong here.
You don't have the rhythm, bro. You gotta have the rhythm. It's in the shoulders.
It's the shoulders. I like that. In 1 second, I gotta.
He's the only dude that fights like a kung fu grandma, and it's badass. Like if you look at Ip Man, the way he fights, there's no fancy spinning kicks. There's no Yuri Boyka backflip, nothing.
Oh hell no!
Like he beats you like he's walking with a walking stick, but it still looks fly. I don't know how Donnie Yen did that.
Dog.
When the hits hit, they land.
Yeah.
When he hits you, he knows where to hit you. Like, I don't know, maybe it's the sound quality or what, but you kind of feel yourself getting hit.
It's the sound. It's the sound quality and it's the choreography. Because I'm saying like it looks cool. It's just that it's not typical kung fu stuff that we know. Because you know kung fu stuff that we know. It's like about Jackie Chan or even Jet Li, where there's big, spin kicks and those will be backflipping or whatever.
Wusha, bro. The thing is, at some point you have to know there's a difference between wusha and Wing Chun. It's completely different things.
True, isn't it?
Yeah, because I mean, if you look at it, like if you look at a fight from Forbidden Kingdom versus a fight from here, Forbidden Kingdom, Jet Li and Jackie Chan are all over the place.
Oh yeah, that old school.
Yeah, Donnie Yen in this one is like he's moving in a circle. Yeah, but it looks cool. I don't know how they did that.
Yeah, it's interesting, definitely. All right, I found. Can you guys see?
Yes, we can.
Yep.
Fantastic. So, Cool. So let's start. Okay, so we of course started with part one, which was just the opening act, nice big chunk of the storyline. Then we move now to
Mhm.
part two, where everything has changed. We've been like they've let us know who the characters are and what they're all about, and now we get to see them being challenged. So we enter World War II, and we enter a lost battle. I mean, the battle they lost. And it feels like a skipped cutscene. Actually, it's very fascinating.
No,
Because
true.
if you think about it, I mean, what could be more action-packed than an actual war? I mean, there's nothing more than that, right?
Well, I don't think Ip Man can do this in front of bullets.
Exactly, exactly. But now,
Boo, 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 like starts deflecting.
Kung Fu Panda, buddy. Kung Fu Panda, remember the cannons?
No, it was that time. It was that time. The almost death of martial arts.
Oh, yes. But
I'm just
yes,
saying, if he does that, the Japanese army would have to surrender immediately. Because the Chinese
yes.
are bulletproof.
Ah,
You know what I mean?
unfortunately, unfortunately, this isn't Iron Fist. This isn't the man with the Iron Fist.
That's Once Upon a Time in China 1. But yes, so what ends up happening is, so what this is a good way of explaining genre to people. Genre is not really the storytelling itself, it's a vehicle of a way to tell stories. So even though, again, war would be good action, it wouldn't fit it would just be a genre machine that would be a hindrance to the story itself. So it helps you tell the
Yeah, like
story.
there is movies. Like Donnie Yen did one movie where it was kind of war centric. I forgot what it was called. He also did like a crazy stunt in it where he basically runs parallel to the
The
ground, and I
Legend
was like,
of
okay,
Chen
this is.
Zhen.
Oh, wait, is that where he was playing Kato or something?
No, he was he was dressed like Kato. He was playing Chen Zhen, the same character as Jet Li in Fist of Legend, and Bruce Lee.
Ooh.
Apparently,
Oh,
he continues the character in a television series. I keep seeing a lot of clips of him in the television series when he was younger. So I think the movie is a sequel to the television.
Oh, okay.
oh, really?
I thought,
Yeah.
okay.
A lot of these guys were aping off of Bruce Lee. Oh,
Oh yeah.
Ah, bro, he was the GOAT. He
Yes.
is the GOAT.
Yeah. Um, but
I'm
yeah,
glad they found their own lanes because I'm saying like this. I think like that's the thing that's interesting about Ip Man. And well, sorry, Rob, to go on
no, no,
this
it's so
tangent,
good.
but I mean it's still based on the movie. But I'm saying I think Donnie Yen really found his like flow as an action star through this series.
Mm,
Like this was the one that kind of defined him differently from every other action star, including like your Ip Mans or whatever. Like Donnie Yen never fought the same again, or never did the
true,
same type of choreography again after this
true,
film.
true. But I also
Yeah,
think,
yeah. He
people
not yeah.
underestimate, like, technically he's using the same fighting style as Bruce Lee was, the Wing Chun stuff. But I will
Mhm.
say this, I think we call Bruce Lee the GOAT for a reason. I think Bruce Lee gets underappreciated as an actor because he's still a good actor. Don Yen's also a good actor, but I think Bruce Lee is probably the peak when it comes to like Asian actors. If you were to compare Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, and Donnie Yen, I think it's Bruce Lee first place. What do you guys think? Am I wrong?
Most definitely.
No, I think the thing is Bruce Lee had a lot of range because that's the thing. People
Yes.
don't know that, or they don't see that he had a lot of range as an
Yeah.
actor because like he could be drunk, he could be angry, he could
Yeah.
also be like hilarious and whatever the hell or whatever. I
Mm,
mean, he didn't have the same time obviously because
mm, yeah.
but yeah, I do think that the acting on top of the martial arts
Yes.
what's this is kind of what separate because the thing is he was appealing to both the West and the East at the same time.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
he didn't have to break out. Like I know he did because Big Boss was his breakout. But at the
Yes.
same
Mhm.
time, it was kind of like as soon as Big Boss hit, he was already in TV shows like that. So I
Yeah.
think yeah, definitely
But
his acting is what
yeah.
carried
Yeah,
in terms of
what made him stay. I think that's why people like Scott Atkins, who's a brilliant fighter. I fucking love Scott Atkins, but he can't
Yeah.
stick.
he
Can't stick.
Yuri Boyka is a wooden performance. Like we love him because he spin kicks.
He's double kicks.
Like we
This
love him because he'll fight somebody in a handstand. But if I have to hear Yuri Boyka soliloquy, it's like, ugh.
exactly what you mean. It's depressing, but yes. So Donnie Yen, Jackie Chan, they've got the X factor is the acting as well. But yeah, I know. I was
Yeah,
talking about
true.
yeah. Mhm.
Now we can continue.
Okay, cool. So basically, I was talking about genre. So the idea of genre is that it's a story. It's like a method of telling a story that is not actually the story itself. I think that's why a lot of people used to love old school action movies because those ones used to have this like staying power because of they would tell more than the basic. They go beyond the genre of action. So, for example, a Rambo is a classic tale where the theme question is what happens to a killing machine who's left behind in a culture that doesn't understand him anymore. Um, so like
Well,
there's
that's
some
the first one. Because when we get to Last Blood, now it's just like, what if an old dude is badass?
yes, that undermines it, yes. And then Arnold has his own one. I would say The Sixth Day is experimenting with the idea of cloning and who you really are, what is identity. Do you know what I mean? So there's like
What was that one he did where he fought Satan and died at the end?
um not Day After
End of
Tomorrow,
Judgment Day.
days.
End of
End
Judgment
of
Day.
Day.
days.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
look, ridiculous movie, but I guess it also leans into that genre thing because he was using AK-47s against the devil.
Now, the thing is, you must work with what you have. You have to do you. That's what
Yeah.
makes Jason Statham so great. He doesn't lose who he is.
Yeah,
Yeah, Jason. We'll never see a Jason Statham in Game of Thrones.
you're right, but you
Oi,
No,
mate,
but
Khaleesi.
no, but you could see
Oi,
Jason
mate.
Statham fight the devil
yeah, you
with the
could.
machine.
Yeah, you could, definitely. I
Yeah.
mean, what's so nice about Jason Statham is that to me, sometimes these actors, it's like it's like, imagine you own KFC and then halfway through you're like, I'm tired of handing out this chicken. It's a KFC. Why are you trying to make other things? Do you know what I mean? I'm tired of handing out this chicken. No, it's what you're good at.
McDonald's, why are you doing breakfast? No one comes to you for that breakfast. No one comes to
Exactly.
you at 6 a.m. No one comes to you at 6 a.m. for ham and eggs. Like if
Yeah,
I'm
No.
here, it's likely that I'm hungover or I am on some sort of substance and I am here for a Big Mac. What are you doing?
arrest me.
You see,
Uh,
now that's how it is.
okay, yeah.
That's how
You
it
gonna say,
is, man.
yeah,
Hmm?
you gonna say
Uh,
something? All right, cool. No, but I agree. That's how it is. Yeah. Um,
mhm,
but yeah, anyway, what matters to the storyline is not the war battle, but the devastation. So we watch these
mhm.
previously seen locations. First of all, the saturation has been changed completely. Everything's now like
Mm,
dark, dried out brownness to it, like a Call of Duty
Yeah,
game. And now, so
yeah,
we watch locations that we've seen for, like, it's turned into a slaughterhouse now. The montage stops, and we see Ip's wife scooping up less than a handful of rice and them giving each other pained smiles. He heads out
Yo,
and
when we get to that other sequence, like what's this? I watching this back, Ip Man kind of annoyed me.
there are things about him
And
that just
I'm gonna say why. I'm
okay.
gonna say why though, because I understand the meaning of it, but at the same time, my G, you don't have to stand that 10 toes down.
Oh, I'm curious. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Okay, I see. Okay, my complaint was anyway, so they're giving each other pained smiles. He heads out and we see the kids playing with stick guns. With that's actually a pretty deep cut when you think about it. Because in a world of
yeah,
martial arts, these kids are now playing with guns, which is like, okay, then the old days of them pretending to do kung fu is gone. It's a great little
Mhm.
piece of metaphor there without I don't even know if it was on purpose.
Yeah.
But
the
I just
West has
I
arrived. It's the simple
yes.
side of the West has arrived.
no, you know why I say it's an intentional decision, Rob? Because again, what happens later,
Mm.
and it's like it was actually very terrifying had it not been
Oh,
there.
well.
So I'm
Okay.
like, yeah, that's a direct foreshadowing, and it's like a direct, like, yeah, the age of kung fu is dying.
I think I know what you're gonna talk about. And I love that scene. We're talking about the same scene. I think, guys, stay tuned. You're gonna see what he's talking about. It's great. Um, but anyway, Ip Man gets himself. He goes to get some rice. Some to get. There's someone rationing out rice. He grabs himself some, and because they know that he's because they all have respect for Master Ip. There are people, they give him extra rice because it's who he is. And as he's about to go back with his rice,
Hey,
no one.
you wish, I bet they wish they had a successful kung fu school now. It's like, oh man, like guys, you giving him extra rice, dog. I've been here for 6 hours.
Yeah, learn how to
No,
fight.
man, it
Yeah.
shows that the respect is still there, even
Mm.
after all the damage until we
Yeah.
still respect each other.
Respect, Mfetu. I'm hungry. I'm also starving here. I did kung fu
Nah,
also.
bro. Nah, bro. Take it. Now we can start with honor, bro. Start with honor.
Well, anyway, hey dog, be hungry with a good heart. Anyway, lo and behold,
Exactly.
he
Hey,
sees his old friend. It looks like it's spelled Quan, but I'm just gonna.
it's Kung Fu Panda. The dragon warrior can live. The dragon warrior can live off the universe with a single ginkgo leaf.
Nami,
Maybe.
Sorry, keep
Nami,
going.
it's time to fast.
So anyway, they bump into Chin, and it looks like they haven't seen each other for a long time. And now it had been mentioned before that the factories had gone down. The population of the city had dropped down from like 300,000 to 70,000. And we see now Quan or Chin, whatever his name is, he still has one of those factories active. He seems to be working hard, and Ip Man is almost shocked to see that there's at least some momentum. There's some momentum with his life. Um, Quan gives Ip Man.
Rob, you're cutting.
Uh-oh. Really? That's not
Kaki,
good.
so can you hear me?
Yeah, no, I can hear you fine.
Can you hear me fine?
Yeah, I can hear you as well fine.
Oh, okay. So I got scared. Okay. Well, yeah, Quan gives Ip Man endless chances to come work with him.
Maybe it's me.
But maybe.
Maybe it's me.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, he gives him endless chances to work with Quan. But Ip Man just refuses. Quan says, yo, Ip is just too proud. He doesn't want to owe anyone favors. He'd rather be the one handing them out. And Ip takes his rice and heads home. And there's that great overhead shot where you see the family eating. You can see it. You can see it eating that little bit of rice as a family. Um, and I'm just like, I got pissed off at this, but I got more angry later on. Because like, yeah, dude, pride is expensive when you have a family, bro. But anyway, he takes,
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. And
No, no.
what I
Hey,
love
that
about
scene in
Quan,
particular, I was like, fine. He's just being
yeah,
yeah,
he's just being,
yeah, no, what I was saying,
okay.
what I
No, go
love
ahead.
about
No,
Quan
go ahead,
is
Kaki. So I'll go
he's
after you.
he's he's one of those guys who can see things coming. He actually
mm,
saw progress coming.
mm,
And you can see that even though everybody else is suffering, he's not suffering like the way that they should because he's one of those people, those scholars. At that time,
mm,
I can say growing up between him and Ip chose martial arts and he chose education. And unfortunately, it's showing.
mm. Yes, agreed. I mean, Ip has more honor but less money, and he has more money and more people. It's kind of interesting. But
Exactly.
yeah, what you saying,
Exactly.
Buck?
No, what I was saying is like that scene where he just took the rice, ne? I was like,
Mm,
okay, that's him following the protocol. Already they did him a favor, so already
yeah.
he's just like, I don't want to press the issue anymore. Let me take what I can get and we go home.
Mm.
Later, I was just like, Munai.
I think I know what I'm waiting for it. Hopefully, this was a shorter script, so we'll see. We'll get there soon. And then, okay, oh yeah, so there's this great top-down shot with the family, and then we get some of the worst kid acting ever. As the kid's like, "Why don't you do kung fu?" And I was like, "What the hell am I watching right now?" But it's a kid. But anyway, yeah, kid asks, "How come you don't do martial arts anymore?" I mean, I get it, they're kid actors, but holy cow, no auditions. Was it the director's son or something? But anyway,
No,
it
there's no excitement anymore. He's so
yeah,
used to people fighting in the dining room. It's not
yeah,
happening anymore.
clearly.
I think he was better. Yeah, I think he was better in the dining room. You know what I
Yes.
think happened there? You know what
Mm,
I think happened there? Like, I think they forgot to direct the kid on the gravity of the situation. I
mm,
think what happened is that he was good in the beginning, and then the
mm.
director kind of dropped the ball to be like, okay, I need you to be like really depressed right now.
Yeah.
And so the kid was just like, I'm in a regular situation. And because of the tone shift, it clashes and it stands out. And you're just
Mm.
like,
Yeah, no,
now
now
this kid is bad.
this kid didn't understand the assignment. He was supposed to play a cheese boy and a kid from Kasi, and then like he just stuck to the cheese boy and forgot that I have to become a kid from Kasi as well.
No,
I
but I'm saying I think I put that more on the director because as
Yeah,
a director, you need to bring that out of your actors. And if you're going for a tone shift, everybody has to be on the same page.
absolutely.
Yeah, no, I feel you, but I think like directing a child that young is it might be difficult. I'm not sure. I'm not a director, but it
Some
seems
directors do it.
like
Some directors manage. Like
Jurassic Park is
perfect
a
example. I'm saying perfect example, right? This is where you see it the most stark, right? The the kids in one division, right? When you
mm.
see them in one division, they're actually
Mhm.
pretty good. Then you get to Multiverse of Madness, and you're like, what happened here? Raimi, what did you do?
Yeah. You can only
Because
direct
these
so
kids
fast.
are robots.
Mm. Yeah,
Writing, man. I
it's
guess maybe
direct.
it's the writing.
Nah, it's a director. Director must tell you the right things at the right time in the right way. It's all about the director, dude. It's like captain of a ship. I'm with you there, Buck. But anyway, he tells the kid that he gets hungry when he exercises, so he has to preserve his energy. It's practical, almost matter of fact, and there's this nice undertone in that choice. I love it so much. Um,
Mm.
then
No, that's
this,
the thing. Actually, shout out to Donnie Yen in this. Like, I think
mm,
another thing that people really don't understand is that this became what it became, and it became such a phenomenon because Donnie Yen puts a lot of sides to the way he plays Ip.
oh yeah,
Ah.
oh yeah. He's a humble man who gets angry, he's got some pride, I guess, but he's willing to throw it away.
No, he has pride.
Yeah, but
It's
then
not Vegeta. You're not going to hear about, I'm the last of a proud warrior race. No,
That,
but he
that,
does, like, definitely, especially pride in China.
Mhm.
Is it pride in China? I think it's pride in Confucianism.
Yes,
And let
he
me
does.
explain.
Yeah.
And let me explain. Like,
Hmm.
when the barbarian comes to challenge him, right? And other things, he has the same attitude as all the other martial artist masters. Because all the other martial arts masters were very arrogant when they faced Barbarian Man.
Yes.
It was the only one who did not have an ego about facing Barbarian Man. He didn't even
Oh
want to
yeah.
fight him until
Oh
the
yeah.
wife gave the okay.
Yes.
And then when Barbarian Man was like, your Wing Chun has beaten my Northern Fist or whatever, and he's like, the problem is not the Northern Fist, the problem is you.
Yeah, scolding. Yeah. He's like scolding like a
Yeah, so
parent.
it yeah, so it's like I think the philosophy of Confucianism around Wing Chun is what he has pride in.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where like sometimes it's too stubborn. It's too much. It's too
Yeah.
much, my G. But I think that's what's kind of interesting about this guy is that he's not loyal to country per se. He's loyal to philosophy, which is interesting.
No, it's very good.
exactly. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's true. He's sticking too much to the old ways, even when times are changing.
Mm. But yeah, he's holding on to it, yes. And but it's honor. I get it. But anyway, there's this little section. This is why they made me angry, right? So he's talking to his wife who's bedridden, as you can see in the thing. And it's like Ip Man's like, look, things are getting tough, so I'll look for a job. And I'm like, what? You look for a job? What now?
Uh-huh.
Now you're gonna look for a job? Now I'm on my deathbed. You're like, you know what? Let me just check the classifieds quickly. What?
No, man,
Look again.
optimism. Like you can tell the dude he had some sort of hope. There's a lot of hope in this guy, bro. For him to actually be like, hey, yeah, things are that bad now. It's time for me to stand up now. It takes a lot for a man to do that.
No, but you know what I think also, man? A lot of people were doing him favors. I
Mm,
think it's a subtle thing in the movie where I think a lot of people were doing it favors, but
mm,
now they're also running out of space and hands. So now
yes.
he's just like,
Uh-huh.
I can't be relying on the context that I used to have now.
Yeah.
Because, like,
Exact.
again, from the previous session with the rice, and they gave him a little bit extra. So the way I took the scene is that he was running out of people who were doing favors for him. and now
Mm.
he was just like, I have to just get it out the mud. Granted, the timing is weird. You probably
Yeah.
should have jumped a lot earlier,
So
but
anyway,
Pride,
I think
bro.
that's what happened.
No,
his
it's
own
the same
fans
thing.
wasn't high enough.
The same pride that he has is starting to work against him.
Mm. Yeah.
Now now that these people are helping me out and I cannot help my own family. No, I have to lose that the pride of me being the kung fu master and be a man. That's why this is what is happening.
Yeah. It's a
I have to
weirdly
provide for my family.
yeah. I think there's ways of interpret definitely, but yeah, there's ways of interpreting it. I think it's fascinating. But again, very frustrating the
But no,
first.
you are right. Like, dog, you should have jumped earlier.
So now what's interesting here is what this did, right? When I was watching for this, it gave me a lot of this kind of like Frodo Baggins vibe. Have you guys ever read The Lord of the Rings? Not watched it, read it.
No, I've not
Nah.
read it. I actually plan to
You
eventually
should.
because I heard that it's very different from the films.
Yes. It's actually fascinating. It does some cool writing ideas where it actually in the third anyway, it's got cool writing techniques. You should absolutely watch it. Read it, sorry. But one of the things that doesn't get reflected in in the movies is that Frodo, right? He's not just some guy. He's basically a lord. He's got like that Ip Man money kind of stuff vibe going on, but you don't really get the idea of that. But that's kind of the vibe I got from Ip Man is that maybe maybe he's like a simple guy who's actually like technically a lord, a nobility. You know what I mean? And that
Aha. Yeah,
doesn't come.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking.
No,
That's
well,
what's
I think the thing is from back then. I think the thing is from back then because you can even see it with the schools. Like it's an interesting thing in that like you if you were competent in martial arts, you were rich
yeah,
because like you got to showcase stuff and people would support you just based on your competency of martial arts. That's why everybody could open a school whenever, wherever, or
yeah.
whatever the case
Aha.
was. So
But
I
everybody,
think
And
because he
the more students you have, the more prestigious your school was.
yeah, and he doesn't even have students. That's crazy. Like, where's this? But anyway,
yeah, that's kind of what anyway. But we don't have to
yes,
go into the weeds of it. But yeah.
yeah. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, he gets that good treatment he gets. They pick him out of the work crew. He gets pulled up, and now he's working a mine, some kind of coal mine, I'm assuming.
Hmm.
And it's clearly shocking to the people around him because they all like stare at him. Um, and I think that symbol of people seeing him like that is really powerful. But Ip Man doesn't
Yeah.
care. He's a humble, honest man, and he's just doing the work. And I think that's played beautifully. Look at this, just a great shot. Like he's never
Mhm.
miserable. Let's put it like that. But anyway, um,
Yeah, no, what you were saying about people starting to look at him, like at
mm,
that point, like you can actually feel the Chinese people actually lose a bit of hope because at
mm,
that point, Ip Man, like you said, he was a lord. To see
yes,
someone who like so high up come to our level, like you're like,
yeah,
oh, things are that bad.
yes,
Things have
exactly.
I,
gotten really
yeah,
bad.
Kung Fu Superman, dog.
Yeah.
They're looking at him in kryptonite.
What are they? If
Mhm.
the 1% starts ordering KFC, we're in trouble.
Exactly, exactly. When
Hey,
you get
Vana,
there and want hot wings and they are sold out, it's a
Maskanita,
problem.
Maskanita, what are you doing here? Hey,
But anyway, yeah. So anyway, these things are very compressed. Everything that's been happening right now, if you actually think about it, we've only had about 10 minutes of storyline. We've had a lot happening without a single action beat. We've seen people getting shot in the streets, but that's all part of the montage. It's not really anyone reacting to it. It's just us witnessing the new reality right now as we see that people are beaten down and downtrodden, while still giving deference to Master Ip. They're still calling him Master Ip, which I think is great. And they still give him opportunities, which help as people recognize him anyway. It comes to a beautiful culmination in a moment when our good friend Mr. Lin spots him, and yeah, he joins him, and yeah, you can see it there. He's the most stunned of everyone, but it's like, oh yeah, come. And the indignity of it all starts to kind of catch up to him a little bit here. I think this is the part where he's probably the most upset about the situation. In fact, he's actually, but no, I'm saying it wrong. But yeah, you can see this is probably the moment where it hits him the hardest. But he still takes it well. As you can see, he's still got a big smile. Um, there's a lot of nobility in the way he carries himself. But it's still not easy for him. I think Donnie Yen, great acting because he's portraying
Uh-huh.
these. multiple layers. It's fantastic.
Exactly. I actually like this part. This is I feel like this is the part where like this guy, Mr. Lin, this guy actually gets to show him like it's okay, dude. It's okay. We are all struggling. It's like it's
Yes,
not bad what you do. Like I love this part. This guy actually brought a smile to his face.
yes. He woke him up. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
And yeah, it's a beautiful moment, and they're eating. That's a sweet potato, right? Am I the only person who? That's
Yeah,
a sweet
yeah. No,
potato.
definitely that's a sweet potato.
I hate sweet potato with the passion of 1,000 suns. I couldn't imagine just eating a
Hey,
bunch of.
Muna, look, when you're hungry, that thing is a steak.
My guy, trust me, I've been in that situation one time. Sweet potato was the one.
Oh, oh, sweet potato and wallet watermelon. But anyway, um, they're eating it like it's a loaf of bread, which is just okay. That has to be a Chinese thing, right? Like, but anyway,
Bro, and it's hot. I think you can actually see the
Hunger,
seed
Baba.
there, bro.
yeah.
Oh, hunger. You will, if it's between that and starving.
But anyway, he sees Mr. Ip putting away the a piece of the sweet potato, and now I'm assuming he's saving it so he can take it home to his wife, so she can have some actual nutrition. Lynn sees
Hmm.
that it breaks his own piece in half and says something along the lines of, "I can't finish mine. I'm full. Here, have some of this." And of course, Ip
Yeah,
Man is struggling with his pride at that moment, but he has to accept it. He absolutely has to. And you can see the battle playing out in his eyes. It's just amazing. Donnie and the goat. And it all comes
bro.
together really nicely. And in the end, he takes that little piece, and it's tough, but it's a tough thing to watch. But
Like
it's
this is why out of all the Ip Man adaptations, I mean, I haven't watched all of them. I think I watched one other one,
mm,
and I think that one endeavored to make Ip Man, because now it's this real person who's becoming a fictional superhero type
yeah,
thing, which is very weird.
yeah.
It's like if we took Shaka Zulu and gave him superpowers. But anyway,
Shaka's a fan
Speak,
that. They
speaking
would make that.
speaking of speaking of, actually, since we've started talking about this, I've been thinking like the way he carries himself with little to no words. I was like, what if John Wick was in the same situation?
You probably do a lot of the same.
dog, no. John Wick in this situation, dog, he'd take down the Japanese army by himself, and they'd always keep missing him. They'd always
No,
keep
no, like
hitting his bulletproof.
no, I
They'd
feel
always
you
keep
like
hitting his bulletproof jacket and
no,
whatever.
like just
And
just
then
just imagine just imagine Mary John Wick. Like everybody's like saying John Wick the badass, but they've never seen John Wick the husband. You
That's
know what
true.
I mean? Like
Oh, yeah.
the way he's like this guy has a family, but he says little to nothing. Like there's little to dialogue when it comes to Ip Man, but every scene hits.
when
The
you
way
saw what
John
he
Wick
did
does it,
over a
like,
dog, imagine they shot his wife.
you know what?
That country
You
would
know
be,
what I mean?
yeah, invaded, being invaded by bad guys.
Baba Yaga will like he'll take a hammer and he'll hit the floor and then he'll be like, "This is my RPG department."
All I'm saying is there's I feel like there's a story there. Just take out Ip Man and put John Wick there. Like I feel like there's a story. There's a character that can be created.
Oh, definitely. But first, it would be,
I'm sure it exists somewhere.
yeah,
Like
no
some
doubt.
super violent man who has a wife or whatever. I'm sure
Yeah.
there's something out there.
Oh, definitely.
Mhm.
But
Who
anyway,
gets challenged. Oh, ooh. I'm thinking Sisu.
oh,
Have
you
you
want that
watched?
German one? Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never
That's
seen it.
amazing. It's an action. It's like John Wick style, but fighting Germans. It's fascinating. You should watch. Definitely, I recommend it. But anyway, we're
I
44
call him.
minutes. Mhm.
Yeah, now go continue.
All right, cool. We're 44 minutes in when Lynn starts talking about his brother. Remember him? As it turns out, that last time we saw him was the last time even Lynn saw him. Um, yeah, literally hasn't
Where
seen him.
did where did you run to, my G? It couldn't
Right?
have been that bad.
What the hell? And
Eh,
like, so it must have been years already. But I think this
Like,
one,
no, I'm saying, did he run in a Disney? Did he run in a Disney montage?
yeah,
And
adolescence,
I
man.
will run 500 miles. Where are you going?
puberty and adolescence, bro. Like he couldn't. Unfortunately, he couldn't handle his brother, bro. His brother had his
What's
own
that
mind.
Hercules song? That's that Hercules song where he walked to the tower. Did he sing? Did he do that? Where did he go?
I will go the distance.
I will go the distance.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
there we go. That's what he said.
Yep. What
I
is
will go the distance. You did, Chief. You ran for years off of
Yeah.
one pensing. Relax. Go home.
Yeah. But anyway, he hasn't seen his brother since the incident, which is horrifying. And you can tell he's heartbroken about it. And you can see that he doesn't he do anything just to apologize for what happened. And then he seems to drop this iron box. But before we can even get a chance to find out what the iron box in, you yeah.
Oh, sorry. Ip Man 1, another criticism. What was in the box? Now I'm Brad Pitt from Seven. What's in the box? What was in the box? What?
Right. But anyway, before they can find the box, Ip Man notices that the Japanese are there. The music changes immediately, and finally, after 44 minutes of layered, compact storytelling, almost entirely focused on character and survival, we finally get our antagonist. It's striking how long the film waits before properly bringing them into the foreground. But
It's so weird. It's so weird as a dude who consumes a lot of anime to start to see Japanese people as bad guys.
don't
It's like
worry.
I've never heard kura, and I'm like, oh no. I'm usually like, let's go. And now I'm like, oh shit. No,
Yeah.
Hey, Baba. These guys were
Goku,
like
Goku.
these guys were the opposite of the Nazis, bro. Like
They
they
were
were
war
nearly there.
criminals. Huh?
They were nearly there.
Yeah, they were war criminals. What's it called? The raping of something, something. It's horrifying. Don't worry. Don't yeah.
Well, I mean, China as well.
Yeah.
So,
Let's just say China is still mad about it. But
no, but what I'm saying is China also had their things as well. So I guess it was like a round robin of horribleness in Asia. Everybody was like, it's my turn.
if took us dropping
Only
a
ones who didn't get a turn looks like this.
Hey, we had Massa Musa. But anyway, by this point, the movie has earned that moment because it spent so much time building the everyday indignities and the emotional groundwork before shifting its attention to a larger conflict. And there he is, Mr. Policeman. He
Yep.
showed,
Yeah.
and he asked who wants to be beaten up by the Japanese soldiers. Like he's like, "Hey, who wants to be a sandbag? Who wants it?" You know what I mean? And they're all like,
Yep, Mr. Turncoat.
yes. They all say
Hey,
no.
look, when the gun is in your face, it's very hard.
But yes, but
That's
then
why it kills. That's why it kills me when people talk. That's why it kills me when people talk shit about struggle heroes and whatever, and they're like, Nelson Mandela was in jail for 27 years. Chief, if they told you 99 right now for the freedom of black people in South Africa, you have to sit in prison for 27 years. Who's
yes,
taking that deal?
for Amy Winehouse, no, no, no. But anyway,
You have to miss the birth of your children, and your wife gets to cheat on you for freedom.
Oh my gosh. But anyway, so no
Hey,
one wants.
Baba. Hey, Baba. Like, people went through that.
Yeah, they did. But yeah, no one wants to take the deal. But then he's like, okay, cool. Then I'll offer a sack of rice, which is a huge incentive and is fascinating because he's using extreme poverty as a tool to manipulate the masses. When people are starving, a sack of rice is almost impossible to refuse. It's an appalling thing when you really think about it. But at the same time, I think the film is showing the different ways people try to survive extreme hardship. Some do it by cozying up to those in power. Some do it by preying on their own community's desperation. It is a very layered portrayal of how occupation and poverty distort people's choices, where survival starts to blur the line between necessity and collaboration. First, Lin shows up, jumps up and immediately says he needs that bag of rice. From his perspective, it's an opportunity. So the Japanese offer the rice, and he sees a way to. Oh, he says to Ip Man, it's a way for me to get the rice back from the Japanese. Like that's how it works. Um, and if he wins the fight, he gets the rice, and that's enough to make him sign up eagerly. Ip Man, on the other hand, is absolutely determined to stop him. Don't do it. Don't join. Don't go. It's the classic. To me, you know what this sounded. You know what this felt like. It felt like, you know, those movies where they're like, okay, guys, I'm one day away from retirement. And it's like, you know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. I got a job down south. Gonna meet up with a guy.
Yep,
I'm
Hey,
about to just spend my time fishing. And then all of
exactly.
a sudden a bus comes out of nowhere
mm,
and bah!
Oh, don't worry, guys. I've
yeah.
got the answers to your questions. Give me 2 minutes. I'll be right back. You know what I mean? That's
No, but this thing is also beautiful because it comes
what.
back to again pride, Chinese pride.
Mhm.
Dude wants to get at least that one up on the Japs. He wants
Yeah,
to get that one win after all that suffering.
yeah,
Besides the rice, it's that one up. Oh, hey, we can
yeah.
still get up to these people.
Let me hit at least one of them. I agree. I think that's
Yeah.
exactly. Um,
Yeah, let me antagonize the guys with pistols.
Hey,
so
Baba, we do it with bricks. We did it with bricks. Respect.
but yes,
Not everybody threw stones, Chief. Some of them.
So yeah, someone starts talking about putting things right, and you immediately get that sense of dread because you know the sword of Damocles is coming. The true signal comes when Ip Man is about to join them, right? When Mr. Policeman says, "No, no, 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 not you," and you can tell that he's doing it because he knows whatever's about to happen over there is gonna suck. Um,
Yeah.
so that's they take Lin, but he deliberately prevents Master Ip because he still respects him, and that's the giveaway. The active respect is also a warning. It tells us something terrible is waiting on the other side. It's clever and really elegant storytelling. It hangs over the whole sequence again, like a sword of Damocles. You might not know what's coming, but you can feel the weight of it, and that creates this enormous amount of tension before things
And
actually start happening.
and
Yeah,
and for me, I actually felt for Mr. Turncoat when it comes to the scene because it actually shows that he has to sacrifice somebody.
yeah,
At that point, he has to choose somebody to basically go. "Ugh."
yeah, yeah.
And you
You're
can
right.
see it in the eyes. You can
Yeah,
actually see it in the eyes.
because
Yeah,
there's
no, that dude who plays the police officer,
Hmm.
because that's the other thing I think that you can see with him is that he also had pride in himself in being a police officer and was
Oh yeah,
talking about the age of guns. But now
yes,
Mhm.
it got turned on him in such a
yes,
vicious fashion that he
yeah,
went from
Yeah.
being this loud dude to now he's like a quiet church mouse, just trying to make sure he doesn't get caught by the lion.
yeah.
Mhm.
It's almost like I don't want to say a colonization method, where it's like they barter you. They like here's some guns, only for them to show up with bigger guns, and like you thought you were cool, but it didn't last, and now you've been occupied. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's deep,
No,
but
no, it's like that. It reminds me of a joke we used to say when we were kids. We used to say black people are so dumb that Jan van Riebeeck came, showed us a mirror, and we gave him all our cows.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
I mean, that's
but
not what happened, but
Yeah.
but hey, dog. But anyway, so Lynn is taken with the rest of the
yeah,
group.
hey, views expressed. Anyway,
Um, dude, it's because he's younger than us. But instead of following Ip Man, this film follows them. And now comes like this important choice as they approach this location, the dark music returns. They walk through the doors with chains hanging, with like bars hanging, sorry, not chains. And the shot it is this beautiful frame within a frame. You can see it here. See, it's got the frame within a frame. So it's even a double one. So the bars over there,
Yeah,
bars up front. It's
yeah,
this beautiful shot. Um, and what's great about it is it makes the character look imprisoned before anything has even happened. Combined with the
mm,
score, it becomes a genuinely terrifying little moment. The cinematography promises a bad ending to a bad situation, and the visual storytelling is doing a lot of heavy lifting here. Um,
And
Yes.
the cinematography actually reminds me of that one scene in Sarafina when they were like interrogating them, like the horrors of a prison, like
Yes.
the darkness, the shadows, like
Hey,
just
Yes.
the
don't give
atmosphere
me
of it all.
PTSD, Chief. Yo, I went to go fight every white person in my school after I saw that movie.
But yes, but yeah. Anyway, those speak. So it's like a merged vision, right? One of the great effects of these kinds of shots, because cinematography can do a lot of things, that have this cool power, like the frame within a frame shot. That makes it, what it does. It makes the audience feel claustrophobic. It feels like you're closed in. It's a fantastic tool
You
for.
know, now that you keep talking about it, you know
Mhm.
what this movie kind of employs?
Mm,
Or I think what Gennady Tartakovsky kind of stole from some movies like this
mm.
is that the scene talks more than the people.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah.
definitely. The
Like I
set
think that's one
design.
thing in this, especially in Ip Man 1. I forget Ip Man 2. I think they do more talking, but I think it's this thing of the directors speak more than the characters.
Absolutely, because they don't have to say anything.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
I 100%. So anyway, with these tools, right? Another good example of a visual tool to show unease is the classic Dutch angle. That's when, for those who don't know, that's when the camera is tilted to the side. Um, and what happens is it creates this sense of unevenness, and you feel like something's off. And it it kind of creates this unease and foreboding within the shot. It also helps you squeeze in a character in the frame if you're too close, but we'll just say this is the one thing. Anyway, another much more subtle technique is actually playing with movement direction. This is something I researched a long time ago. It's fascinating. So basically, what happens is, right, the human eye wants to track from left to right, right? So, so what happens is when you go from left to right, the human eye understands that more than when you go right to left. So you can actually create a quiet subconscious dissonance when you put the moving in the wrong direction.
But I think that's if you're Western brained. I think.
Funny you say that because a good example of that would be Snowpiercer. I don't know if you guys remember that movie by
Oh,
Bong Joon-ho.
yeah,
Remember,
yeah.
Oh, with Chris
Right.
Evans.
Yes. If you pay attention to the individual frames, you'll notice Chris Evans always goes from left to right, and the bad guys always go from right to left. And it's a brilliant piece of storytelling that's mixed in for so you can prepare for the twist at the end. This is storytelling with visualness, guys. It's really cool. Anyway, that's why these visual telling tools talk work so well. So yeah, we finally meet our big antagonist, the General. Um, the
I don't
general.
know how I feel about him.
Mhm.
Like he's kind of. I feel like the Japanese as a whole were scarier than him individually.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I
I
think
don't think for me he was the biggest antagonist. For me, the biggest antagonist was the dude in his, what's
the
that on his
Angeles
left?
guy. Yeah,
Yeah, the one with the glasses. That
mhm.
guy is evil.
Absolutely.
Dude had some honor. I like that dude, even despite everything that he's doing, there was a bit of honor in him.
The thing is, I think it's kind of funny because I feel like I'm spoiling it, but Ip Man says something about that actually. He kind of criticizes him on that, saying he calls it hypocrisy, where he's like, "Hey man, your honorability means nothing when you've came to my country and you killed my people." He
Hmm.
calls bullshit on that, but still,
No, I
I
mean it's like what it's like those guys in yo, we're really taking it there. Should I take it there? I don't know. Anyway,
the views
it's like
expressed in advance.
no, no, but it's like you know, when they used to have those apartheid, I forget what they called, like those interrogation places or whatever. And then there used to be that
Yeah.
guy who would like offer people water after they've been getting their ass kicked for 48 hours. And I'm like, oh, thanks, thank you so much. I was really thirsty during this ass kicking, during this torture. I really needed some energy
Oh,
to
the
get
good cop, the
tortured
one
some
who
more.
plays the
Thank you
good
so
cop, because
much.
there's always has to be a
Yes,
bad one.
exactly.
It's like, oh no, please, if you just tell us they'll stop or whatever. It's like, thank you. Oh my gosh, I can't see out of my one eye and my hand is gone, but thanks.
Yeah, exactly. But yes, so the general steps over like Mr. like Iroh, no, Zuko. Who's the Fire Lord again? Ozai.
Ozai.
Ozai, here we go. Steps in like Ozai. And yeah, the film is setting up our future protagonist. The question becomes, what kind of man is he? How strong is he? Even if the film hasn't
Mhm.
spelled it out yet, everyone watching understands that this is going to be the man that Ip Man will eventually have to face. The build-up is deliberate. The way everyone reacts to the general, the deference, even the fear, the policeman bending over backwards to please him, and the way the music swells when he becomes the focus. All of it quietly establishes his authority before he ever throws a punch. And then the film goes a step further. The general challenges three people at once. It feels like Last Airbender. Was it Zuko or
Wait,
was
wait,
it?
wait. Sorry, did we see old boy who the original Kung Fu master?
Oh, I was
Not
gonna
the
mention
Kung Fu
it later
master.
on, but yes, the guy that got
Oh,
beaten
does
up in
that come later?
no comes it kind of comes
No,
now.
because I'm saying, remember he beats up, I think, two guys or one guy, and he
So he
gets a
beats up
bag
one
of
guy,
rice, and then
then
yeah,
he
he beats
leaves.
up one guy, gets a bag of rice, then he
He
leaves,
leaves.
right?
Yes, yes, that's the thing that happened. Yes. I
Okay.
was holding up him, but yes, no, you're right. So yeah, old kung fu guy. Just let me just go over it quickly. We enter the frame after they walk to the thing, after Lin shows up, and we see him fighting one guy. He catches his win. It looks fairly easy. I like the fact that it looks fairly easy because it looked like it was a clean win, no problems. They give him the rice. That way you can understand the guy he is, that he's gonna get cocky about it. Which tonight it's almost foreshadowing. That's what happened next. You know what I mean? So I like that idea. And then
No,
he
it's
walks.
foreshadowing, and then also it informs this guy's character. Like, I
Yeah.
think again, the way they are writing this supervillain,
Hmm.
like it's kind of like he's the head of the machine. Like, this is not Thanos, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, this guy is respected and he's feared, but
Yeah.
he's not like the problem per
Yeah.
se, or at least he sticks to dude the movie guy said, there is honor in him, that he'll be
Yeah.
like, okay, these are the rules I have set,
Yeah.
and you win by these rules, you leave and you get the rice.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Now what actually speaking of that, I'm starting to notice something that this guy and Ip Man are actually direct opposites. This
Mm.
guy is for him to become the way he is, I feel like he's the result of war. This guy is he's a karateka. You can tell that he's a martial artist as well. But
Yes.
unfortunately, war happened and he was
Yes.
forced to be a general. You can
Yeah.
like you can that's why I'm saying there's a bit of honor in him. You can see it in that.
Yeah. I agree with you. I like that two sides of the same coin. You can definitely play that angle, but because one
Mhm.
person is behind bars and the other one isn't, the
Mhm.
imbalance stands out. So
Mhm.
yeah, no, that makes perfect sense. But yes, let me carry on for a second. Yeah, challenges. Yeah, so yeah, that guy leaves. The general challenges three people at once, and that's not just a show of strength. Was it, by the way, was it Zuko who fights like five people at the same time, or was it the General Zhao? Does anyone remember?
It's General Zhao. Wait, wait,
Was it?
wait.
Mhm.
Fights five people where?
Remember on the boat after they've just when they're about to catch when they just missed
No,
catching
it's
the
it,
Avatar.
it's Zuko, because
It is
Zuko,
Zico. Okay.
like, yeah, Zuko, like, Zuko's trying to train, and basically, like, he brings up five people from his crew because I think they missed the Avatar, so he's like trying to get some
Yes.
frustration out, and
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
and then like Iroh says that your breathing is off or something like that or whatever.
Yes. Okay. Yes. Fantastic. Yes. Now, yeah. So that's what this kind of felt like. It's smart storytelling. It's efficient, and
No,
it,
no, this is because I think what happened is that they were shook that they lost to the Chinese kung fu.
mhm.
And what he
Aha.
basically had to do is, this is where, like, dude the movie guy said, this guy is Japanese Superman, Japanese
Yes.
karate Superman.
Yeah.
So basically, what he had to do is restore the honor in Japan, that it was, this guy is swak at karate.
Yeah.
It's not karate that's the problem. Let me show you.
No, 100%. I like that. But yeah. Yeah, makes the clash feel inevitable. And yep, as you can see here, he smokes these three guys. It's a great shot. Look at the
Hey,
cinematography.
it's bad. And to the point where the two guys wanted to give up, and the other guy is like, no. And they're like, stay down.
Yeah, yeah.
We
Um,
get the rice anyway. Go home. Look,
yes,
fellas, people out there, I just want to leave a message to everybody out there. Your life is not worth your pride, dog. If you can
And
leave,
this
go
is actually
home.
some very good writing. Have you noticed that karate is actually might be the opposite of Wing Chun?
Mm,
If you notice the
elaborate.
way the general was fighting, it's
Yeah.
almost the same thing, but I don't know, it's different. It's the same but different. I don't know how to explain it.
No, I get it. It's
No, no,
kind of
no. I think the thing is that it's this form of karate, especially. I think it's Kyokushin. Somebody will have to correct me in the comment section down below. I'm not sure,
mm,
but the way it is also, it's very point A to point B. The difference
Uh-huh.
with this one and Wing Chun is Wing Chun again, it's a lot more rapid fire and compact. This one, it's like a lot of extension. And I used to do martial arts and
yeah,
taekwondo, and I used to train MMA. But anyway, yeah. So basically, because there's a lot of it's they both follow straight lines in terms of fighting. It's not in terms of I
Uh-huh.
need to spin kick you with the highest spin kick that I
yeah,
Yeah,
can,
exactly.
but
Yeah.
it's like I want to crush you. But the thing is, this one, it's way more power
yeah.
versus elegance is not the word.
Elegant.
I would say precision.
Elegant.
There we go.
I be.
I would say
Efficiency, I
precision,
would
not
say.
elegance.
Yeah,
I would
fair
say
enough.
precision because with Ip Man, he's hitting you multiple times in the same space. This
Yeah,
guy
Mhm.
wants to hit you once and put you down.
yeah.
That's the
No, fair enough, man.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
good. But yeah, the movie is never shy to show a dominant performance, and he stands out dramatically. He drops the beats by Dre on all three of them, and Lynn's pride just can't handle it. He can't stand it, and he tries a sneak attack, and they do something that I think is fantastic. So they do the slow motion equals true damage technique. A similar example of a technique to show true damage would be the Jackie Chan repeat the frame equals true damage technique. For those who don't know, basically what happens
where
is
the kick happens 3 times.
yes.
It's like
So what yes, so what happens is he goes swoop, swoop, and then like yeah, he cuts half the frame and then he does a double thing. Exactly. And that's supposed to show true damage. Yeah. As a bonus, they add the heartbeat sound effect to make sure you know. Yeah, right
like
there.
like if this was Mortal Kombat, it would have zoomed in into the foot. It would have shown like the rib cage, and it would have been like,
Yes. In fact, I
Yeah.
actually say that here. I say, yeah, the heart. It shows what happened without the Romeo must die X-ray shot, and the fact that Mortal Kombat overused it. I feel like Mortal Kombat ruined overused it. But yes,
no.
uh,
And then the thing that's crazy is that then the fight continues. It's just like you're supposed to be human. Like he cracked your skull. Like
yeah,
your ring was in pieces. You were stabbed
Ah,
in the eye. What's happening here?
yeah, Mortal Kombat is just another game when it comes to brutalities, bro.
yep,
No, but what I'm trying to say is that it makes the fatalities lose the punch because I'm like, that's a fatality, Moose. You did. But
yeah.
okay.
Like I said, they call it a brutality. It's not a fatality.
You are
But yeah,
dead either way, Chief. Potato, potato.
well, anyway, yeah, so yeah, we don't see exactly what happens to him, but we get it. We know what's happened to him.
No, no, no. Remember that, like, this was also another interesting thing about the general is that
Mm,
the general kind of still gives him a chance, which
mm,
is interesting because he's just like, you don't sully this martial arts display here with
uh,
your anger. Take your
mm,
loss and go home. And Lin just does not want it to happen, and that's when he gets
yeah,
this the ultra combo and gets KO'd and
yeah,
dead.
Exactly. Pride. Again, pride comes in.
mm, yeah, yes, definitely. But anyway, Master Ip goes home and looks like his wife is up and moving again. Okay, looks like turns out a job is a woman's whatever the opposite of kryptonite is. That's a job works.
It's a sense
Sweet
being.
potato.
You got a
Yeah,
job.
sweet potato works.
What
The
is what?
sweet potato, bro.
Oh,
It's the
yes, it
sweet
is. You're right.
potato.
Yes, it is. Anyway, he
It's
goes
like
back.
it's like a mushroom from Super Mario. Bloop 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 bloop.
Yes. But anyway, yeah, he goes back to work and Lynn is not there. And there's a bonus warning of a bad end. Oh yeah. When he finds the metal box, you're like, oh, okay, of course he did. But he cannot find Lin, and the people are not saying a word because they were there and they're not saying anything. They hide the truth.
Mhm.
But the Japanese come back. The police are offering up the next opportunity. When the policeman ignores Ip, Ip insists to know what happened to Lin. And because he won't answer, Ip Man joins the fight. The scene is quiet. By the way, this whole time the scene is quiet. No music. It doesn't need it. I'm talking about the second entrance to this area. Doesn't need it. It's
Yeah.
pretty. You see that same master is back, and he's collecting his bag of rice after beating one student, and he gets a bit cocky as he challenges three people for 3 bags of rice.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Hey, take a knee, bro. Like
Dog,
flex.
dude. But
It's
yes,
okay.
right. Um, but 3 against 1 proves to be a true struggle, and the threesome overcome his attack. Oh shit. He bails out
No,
of the fight and takes his 1 bag, the bag of rice that he already won. But the guy I call Ratface shoots him in the head, bro, killing him.
Hey,
Uh,
that dude is
that
yo.
is the
That
villain.
yeah, that
dog.
guy.
That is the
Yeah, no.
villain of the movie.
Yep. That's our Randall. Remember what he says?
Oh, recess. Oh, that snitch
Exactly.
ass. Snitch ass. It's like you're never gonna get a girl like this, bro. Have some fun, Jesus.
Uh-uh.
Dog.
Your
That's as
best
little
friend is a
hard as he's gonna
granny.
get.
Your best friend is a granny. You don't see anything
Nah,
wrong with
dude.
this?
Unbelievable,
That's
man.
right.
Yeah? Okay. Yeah. The general is furious. It is a dishonor to be shooting people in that kind of arena, and he threatens
Uh-huh.
that man with death. And then the fights are to
Yeah,
continue.
because that guy, you can tell that guy is about the war. That
Mm,
guy is about
Hmm.
we are winning wars here. Like he doesn't
yes,
have time for martial arts anymore.
exactly. And
Like
I
even if
also
you see the way he fights, even if you
yeah,
see the way he all not fights, the way he strikes people or anything,
yeah,
he never uses any form of martial arts whatsoever.
yeah, of course. Not none at all whatsoever. And I do think this is where the hypocrisy comes in because the general is like, yeah, let's carry on with the fights. And it's like, nigga, there was a dead body just now. And that guy shot, there's still blood on the floor. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
he mourns the violation of the art. Like the
Yes, but
people
not
are tools for the art to be practiced, but he doesn't mourn
exactly.
the people. He mourns the
Yeah,
violation of the art.
exactly. Because there's
Hmm.
no humanity there. Yes, exactly. And I do think that's a symbol as well, of oppression as well, where you get the people that pretend to be your friend but still think of you as a slave anyway. So
Mm.
I agree. But anyway, then the fights are to continue. Yeah. Ip Man immediately volunteers, absolutely furious about what's just happened. And he asks if Lin was beaten to death. He asked Mr. Policeman if Lin was beaten to death, and the silence is answer enough. And he wants a piece of that mat. So he challenges 10 men, which is
Yeah.
like some roughly.
This is when you know this is the main character.
Yes.
The
He thought,
Hey,
beatdowns
look,
that
like I
these
said,
guys
right?
get.
I think I've mentioned this before. I don't know if you remember Rob when we were talking about Rebel Moon or whatever. When I said that what's this? You can do a 10 men thing, but as long as it looks cool, people
yeah,
will let that shit go.
of
So this
course.
is a perfect example of that.
Yes.
Yeah, because when you go to Rebel Moon, you're just like this sucks, and
Yeah.
I'm seeing people stand in the background waiting to get shot by Sophia Butella or
Yes.
whatever.
Yes. I agree with that. Yes. This was brilliant.
However, here, because we're getting to see some of the coldest martial arts I've ever seen, I'm not questioning why people are waiting in the background. It's almost like maybe they're doing math in their head and they're just like,
Yeah.
we could jump him all together,
Yeah.
but he might get me, and now I'm gonna look like I'm getting beat like a drum.
Yeah. They
Bro,
100 men.
limbs are getting broken, dude.
Yeah.
Like the
Oh, he did
beatdowns
that
that he
one guy
gives.
dirty. Ooh, he did that one guy
Dude,
dirty.
you know how
Yo.
hard it is to break a thigh bone? That's what I'm saying. You know how hard it is to break a thigh bone? Y'all understand how tough that bone is?
No, like I'm saying, this is the thing. Like if like there were 10 of us and I'm there and we're gonna jump one guy and he does that to somebody, I'm gonna think twice. about
Obvious.
That's
Obvious.
why the gorilla wins, guys. That's why the gorilla
Mhm.
wins.
you have to be crazy to not see that and not go eh.
And
I'm next.
everybody, the thing is, what? If the first one drops, you'll be like, I can take it. But when the second one drops, you'll be like, no, 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 no.
Yeah.
The math is not
No,
nothing.
but like it depends on how they drop. Like Rob is saying with the gorilla, if like 100 people are supposed to fight the gorilla, right? Even if they're like military, they're trained veterans and they're like the healthiest and fittest badasses dudes of the world. If a gorilla straight up Mortal Kombat rips somebody's head out of their spine and then throws the spine on the ground and is like, "Who's next?" You're going to think twice.
What's that one TikToker? I apologize my actions.
Yeah, man.
I
Like yo,
I bet
that one guy again did him so dirty. How you
Yeah.
beat me as I'm falling down? I'm already falling. Just let me fall. No, Baba, I'm
they,
gonna follow you.
they wanted the promotion.
Mhm.
But they wanted the promotion, and unfortunately, yeah, Ip
They
Man
got
humbled them.
yeah. Their promotion was to the upper room. The upper
Hey,
room.
dog. Like I'm like, how did nobody die here? All of those repeated blows to the head. That's some brain damage of
Dude,
note.
the nose. I understand the head, the nose.
Now the guy that got the chest rub, he's dead. There's no way he's alive, dog. That one is he's gone.
It has to be internal bleeding or something, because if man beat his ass as he fell down.
The nose, bro. Look at the
No,
picture. The nose.
yep, this guy over here had it the worst. Yeah, that was terrible. But anyway, yeah, we see the true
No,
violence.
there was one. I think there was one guy who got it worse than him. You see that guy with the leg? No,
Yeah.
actually, it's these three guys. Like they regret coming to work that day. It's this guy, that guy with the leg, and that dude that fell down. Because everybody else
Yeah.
just got regular beats. These guys got specialized ones.
The one guy got his
In
shoulder.
my head canon, it's those
Yeah.
three guys that beat up the original kung fu guy. So Ip Man was like, you, and you.
Dude.
Probably.
You three.
Mhm.
Yep. So also now when we talk about the actual framing of the shot, it's amazing how part of all of this is how often the frame is wide. Open us for us to see the action. This is complicated choreography, and it has to be pulled off so well. It's a highlight that this movie has been shown on the internet for almost a decade now. It's going to be like 10 years, and this scene is
This
still incredible.
this has to be
No,
like
it's
the,
way
the, the
longer than
third
that, dude. We're approaching 2 decades now, and this scene is still being played.
Hey, don't make me
this has to be like the third or fourth movie where I've seen a martial arts dude walk into a dojo and humble a lot of karate dudes,
Yeah, including Bruce Lee. In fact, Bruce Lee was,
including Bruce Lee.
and I think Jet Li had one too, didn't he?
Jet Li
With,
had two, bro. Kiss of the Dragon and Fist of Legend.
yeah. So it just shows Donnie Yen. I think he won this one in terms of that. Yeah, I think he absolutely won this one. Like, yeah.
Well,
But
I think of the modern day because I think people still play some of that Bruce Lee thing. Because I mean, the nunchucks was just that much of an iconic image,
yeah,
and
yeah, of course.
all of that stuff. But I think definitely modern kung fu, no one has topped this one.
Yes, absolutely. I'm with you there.
Yeah, nah, not yet.
Yeah, so then we get a dark but amazing moment where the policeman works hard to lie to keep Ip Man from insulting anyone. I actually laughed. I thought it was dark and it was dark humor. Where he's like, "Oh, he must come back." He says he will come back, sir. And Ip Man's like, "I'm never coming
No,
back."
but this is where it lost me. I'm sorry, dog. You're hungry. Your wife was bedridden. Okay? Okay? Food is scarce, my G. Take the rice. Take the rice. You beat them up. Take the rice.
Dude, this is his version of blood money, unfortunately.
Stop.
No.
But
People
this
are
pride is
hungry.
expensive,
Take
dog.
the rice.
Pride is expensive. Yo, I feel you.
Take the rice. You won.
Exactly. No, pride is
Square.
expensive. That's why, dude, like imagine our fathers and grandfathers.
Yeah.
Those dudes were like super, 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 super prideful. And
Yeah.
so imagine Ip Man in this time, in this
Yeah.
generation.
No,
Like
definitely.
I think the more the
My
each
ninja,
generation
your wife was
has
bedridden. Your wife was bedridden. You
my
won the
guy,
race.
my guy, she can die than eat that Japanese rice.
Well, now think about the other family. Instead of getting a clean bag of rice, he gets the one full of blood. Good luck eating this. Please scrape your husband's brain off the rice and then eat it. Don't worry about that
She's
too.
gonna she's gonna watch
So
it, unfortunately. Plus, you have to watch rice before you cook it anyway.
but this is what I'm saying, dog. The whole hood can eat here. Just take it and go.
Dog.
Like,
Horror.
like when
It's the
if that was
principle.
me, I fought 10 niggas. I'm taking the rice.
And I'm
It's the
not giving the
principle.
family the dirty rice of my husband's brain matter on it. I can't get over that. That's so wild.
It's the
Having
No,
principle, guys.
Kaki, so the principal will get your ass kicked and you'll
Mm-mm.
starve.
That
Take
principle
the
used to be done
rice.
at school. Mm-mm.
Nah, man, like I said, it just shows you that our generation and that generation, we were just built different.
I guess so. We must be.
I
We're not trying.
guess we can die in to spite of the. I'm trying to beat the masters. I'm trying to survive this oppression so that I
Yeah,
can see tomorrow.
Bro.
having an empty
A
stomach
lot of
does
a lot of a lot of people got a lot of rats got beaten up in prison just so they don't snitch for the no snitching rule. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
not.
No, no, it's not snitching. I won fair and square, and people are hungry.
It's the
I'm
same
taking the
concept,
rice.
pride. It's the same
Okay.
concept, pride.
Anyway, let's move
Anyway,
on.
sorry, I just had to get that out because when I saw it, I was like, it man, yeah, yeah.
But anyway, so he goes and he feeds the family the dead body rice, the corpse rice, and he's leaving a
He could
neighborhood.
have just told them.
You know what I mean? Maybe pick off the red parts. But anyway, his righteous fury is not sated as he confronts Mr. Policeman, who wanted him to come back to the thing because the general wants him. Pause. Ip Man hands him a vicious slap and calls him a traitor. And of course, Mr. Policeman freaks out and yells because sometimes the most painful attack that can happen to you is being hit with the truth. So he got hit with the
Mhm.
truth and he's freaking out because he knows he's wrong.
It hurts.
Yeah, it does. He touches anyway. Ip Man touches down, and he's got little more than a potato as his wife puts medicine on the wound. He's heartbroken about
Take the rice, G. Okay, sorry.
he's heartbroken about everything that's happened. He says his martial arts is useless. He's in a bad place right now. Like almost like the dark heart of the
I
soul
guess
type.
this would kind of be the dark heart of the soul, wouldn't it?
Yes, that's it. It would be. I mean, it would be either this scene or the one where he says goodbye to his family. That's the tricky one.
Ah,
This one you could almost call it this the midpoint climax. But yes, I agree that either this one or that one. But anyway, yeah, he's
no,
heartbroken.
you know what it is? I think it's that one.
Yeah,
I think it's that one.
When
I
he
think
touches
this
his
one
wife.
is like a touch. It's like touching on like the heart of the matter, where it's like
Yes,
he's finally realizing that kung fu is not going to save the day.
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what this is the midpoint climax, actually. I think that, but anyway, yeah, and you're gonna see why, actually. I'm gonna explain it. Anyway,
Yeah.
we've seen the prideful dead, being that master who got shot in the head. We've seen the cowardly, oh no, not Lin, not the master, Lin getting killed. We've seen the cowardly traitor and Mr. Policeman, and now we see the bandit, those who will feed off the weak. It's Mr. Barbarian. He has become a bandit along with Lin's brother, Yuan. Quan, they attack they steal his truck, they steal Quan's truck. They take the truck to the cotton mill.
When I was watching this the first time, I was like, "Oh shit, are these guys robbing the Japanese?" Obviously not. Okay.
Exactly. You go for soft targets, and that's how it is in modern times. If you think about it, I mean, where do most robberies happen? In poor communities. where people just feed on each other
Exactly.
instead of feeding on the strong.
Everybody's on survival mode at this point.
Exactly. And I think this movie did a great job. It's on purpose. You can tell this was a deliberate showing of what it's like, the different kinds of people. But anyway, yeah, they go to the cotton mill and Quan gets the beats by Dre. Even his son gets the old Goku gut check. Fist to the stomach. Ooh. Um,
Like, dog, why didn't you you didn't practice at all?
clearly not.
Okay.
Clearly not. Um, Kwan's his son runs for Ip Man, but when Mr. Ip comes back, the bandits are gone. The factory workers all beg for his help, and even Kwan is like, I thought martial arts were impractical, but I can see how we need them. And I'm like, oh man, just one scene before, he was like, my martial arts is useless. And now the next scene, your martial arts is useful. And it's like, wow, talk about a sign from God. Like, wow.
You know what would have been funny?
Yeah.
If Ip Man was just like, here's a pistol, dude. Hey, good luck.
I mean, that would have worked. So,
It's kung fu this.
No, they do say that God works in mysterious ways, so it could be a sign from God.
yeah, why not, right?
Well,
Blatantly.
I mean, I don't know how true this is because again, this is technically a biopic. Technically, they are
Yes.
freestyling a bunch of shit.
Oh,
I'm sure.
absolutely. Oh,
Like
100%.
I'm sure the original Ip Man, if he ever saw any of this, he was like, I never fought like 10 Japanese people.
10 guys with axes. That never happened. Um,
It was like 2 guys at best, and the rest of them were like, all right, we're not messing with you anymore. I didn't fight 10 on 1. But anyway,
uh,
what I was saying was is that it's kind of a callback to part 1, where
mm,
everybody was clamoring for him to open a school. And like
mm,
that's why I like that line where he was like, in times of peace, it was okay for you to refuse to train people, but now that times are hard, if you really want to help people, you have to help them empower themselves.
oh,
And I think that's a
definitely.
really cool metaphor, like that martial arts likes to teach people in general. It's that it's not again, it's not because you can go beat up the stronger guy or whatever. It's that whole thing of it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener
Yes.
in a war.
Yes. Absolutely, man. And I think I covered it nicely. But yeah, so they beg for his help, and so now he's teaching the community now. Everybody's learning kung fu fighting. Um,
One
But
question though, I was
that's
like, is Wing Chun so cold that nobody has to do push-ups? Like you
no,
can just be of any like physical
yeah,
age and you can just Wing Chun like Ip Man? Because that is a hack
apparently,
and a half. Other people had barbell like dumbbells and they were lifting and doing push-ups
yeah.
and things. Here you can just whoa, 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 and then now you just wax
I
everybody.
mean, it's crazy.
I actually love this. I actually love that picture. That's a beautiful picture because
That's what,
for me it actually shows this was their form of escape.
yeah,
Recently I was watching what was it The Umbrella Man? Do you know the South African movie The Umbrella Man?
no,
Oh,
No.
okay. It's about there's some festival in Cape Town that happens like that's like a carnival type thing. Apparently, for that, how it started was during apartheid, they would get like 1 day off or something, and then they would use that day and they would create a carnival to escape from the Afrikaners and all that stuff. So I feel like this is like the same thing.
okay, that's
Hey,
deep.
we are really hitting the apartheid button today.
You
Yo.
are.
No, that's what it is. That's what is happening here, dog. It's oppression. That's what is happening.
No, I feel you, man. And now one of my favorite scenes in the whole movie happens. So things are moving too well. So we cut to the Japanese so we can feel bad again. The general can't believe that Ip hasn't come back yet. So Mr. Ratface hands Mr. Policeman the beats by Dre until he can't take it anymore, and the general has to stop the beating. Um, and before we know it, the general comes to the policeman goes to Ip's house, and we get a brilliant scene. It is such a
So
masterpiece.
this is what I was talking about before.
Yeah,
So when the kids were playing with the guns,
yeah,
right?
yes,
Now the kid sees the gun as a tool of power and a toy at
mm,
the same time. So he doesn't recognize the danger that he's in until Ip steps in.
Yes.
And this is where it's just like the age of Kung Fu, because before, no kid would have been looking at that thing and having an interest in it. But now this kid is fascinated by the gun. That's why he's playing with the general, which
That
is
is
crazy.
This is beautiful. It actually reminds me of Terminator 2 Judgment Day when Schwarzenegger said it is our nature to destroy ourselves. When he saw those kids playing with guns.
Mhm.
And he said
Oh,
like
yes.
it's in our nature to destroy ourselves. Like this was basically the future. This is the future.
Ironic, because then they destroyed the Terminator franchise.
Yeah, no, fair enough. But yeah, so now let me go over this. Okay, so we actually get what I consider to be one of the best intimidation scenes in any film. We see
Mhm.
the only man who has used a gun to kill and has no respect for Chinese lives as human beings at all. Plays this little shootout with the kid. We see the kid first, and he's going bang, bang, bang to someone outside of the frame. And it's almost like now it's technically one shot, but it's like a J and L cut. For those who don't know what a J and L cut is, it's named by the shape it takes when it's being edited. So basically, when it's being used by editing software, the idea is the sound for the next scene comes in before the visuals of the next scene come in. So it's like sound. So it's like sound over here, and then visuals over here, and then it cuts to the next scene like that. That's a J and L cut. Because you hear
And
him,
like I said,
but don't see him.
when I said it's the future,
Mm.
basically there's a chance that this kid is going to fight the Japs in the future. Like
Ah.
this scene is for me just a nice metaphor.
Mm. It is. It is really is. Um, but anyway, the child exits the frame and the real gun slides into the frame, and then the person most likely to use it enters the frame, and the music lets you know how bad it is. But before you can do the whole intimidation game, like we all know what's about to happen right now, you know what I mean? We're about to get some like
No, but this is when you knew that Ip was angry. Like, people mistake what happened with the Japanese when they were in the karate gi. They
yeah,
thought he was angry there. No, he was mildly pissed. He was tempered. Here is where you see he put them down one shot. Like,
yeah,
people went to sleep.
yeah. You could say the first
Don't
one
mess with
was
the man's family.
exactly. You could say the first one was righteous fury, like he was angry on someone else's behalf, whereas this is angry on his own behalf. This is because he's mad.
Mhm.
And
Like,
yeah,
no, what I'm saying is, like, dog, he was vicious here because he
yeah,
kicked that dude and made that dude fall straight into, like, what's this?
yeah,
Straight into, like, stairs.
yeah.
I'm like, dude could have died.
Oh,
He could have
definitely.
died from that.
Oh, definitely. And he annihilates
Bro.
the entire crew in seconds. They do not hesitate. They do not wait for.
Like, they should have started playing that theme song. Do 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 do.
You know what I mean?
Nah, bro, like this is a pure example. Therefore, you don't walk into a man's house and do as you please. You
Yeah,
don't.
you really don't. It was ridiculous. But again, this guy thinks he's a god. It's almost incredible. Like it's just the way he's
Yeah.
so this
Yeah, he's that one dude. He's that one dude. You can beat him up and he'll be like, "Nah, I won the fight. My G, you were on the ground. Nah."
exactly.
Mhm.
And then Lee, Mr. Policeman, he gives him a few kicks because he hates this guy, which was really funny. But funny enough,
What if he woke up like, did Ip Man hit me more times? Damn it.
yep. And well, sadly, actions have consequences. So he gets a
Mhm.
beating like you wouldn't believe by this guy. And he gets the blame for Ip Man running away. But the general doesn't care about explanations. He just wants Ip. The translator goes home, and as it turns out, Ip is hiding in his house. Mr. Lee, the cop Lee, is
Yeah, that's
hiding.
the thing. This guy had a very big change of heart.
Yeah,
Like, Ip
Redemption
Man
arc.
slapped him. After Ip Man
This
slapped
is
him
his
once, and he
redemption.
changed his whole life.
oh yeah,
Exactly. This is his redemption arc. This is where it starts.
yes. The talk no jutsu worked on him. Um,
The slap no jutsu.
Um, alone they consider plans. Now that they're safe, sort of. They consider plans of running away to Hong Kong. Mrs. Ip doesn't mind as they all together if they're all together.
This is a ride or die. Yo, she's just like whatever, dog. Wherever.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she was. And
No,
while
because even when she was bedridden, she was like, "How are you going to get a job?" And I'm like, "Ma'am, you're sick. Shut up, shut up and take this medicine. What are you doing?"
just no faith.
No,
Like she's like, "I'm gonna have to do it myself."
she's so used to taking care
relax.
of dude. No, like you get to a point that she's so used to taking care of guy. Like
Mm.
when things change, you're like, how are you going to do it? Normally, you fight and break things, and I clean. How?
Yeah.
How are you going to?
Are you gonna punch the dishes until they're clean? But anyway, while that is happening, round two happens as the bandits are back. And I love this shot. And it is now the moment of truth.
Hey, I want to ask you guys how you feel about this scene, because I kind of wonder.
Mhm.
I mean, I understand it, and I'm a little bit in two minds about it, because I feel like it is kind of interesting that the movie doesn't go, okay, everybody in there is a mini Ip Man.
Yes.
But then at the
Yeah,
same time, I'm
yeah.
just like, the montage though, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like at least maybe one or two of the people could have been a little bit more competent before Ip Man had to come Kung Fu Superman.
I hear what you're saying.
No,
I do,
no,
but I mean they've been training for like a week, and these guys have been fighting their whole
exactly,
lives. So I mean,
No,
exactly.
not all of them. Not all of them, because there were some of them that don't know martial arts, if you're
true,
looking at the way that they move. So I
true.
was just saying, I'm not talking about beating this guy up, obviously, not big bandit man. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying some of the henchmen, it took Ip Man to step in to save everybody. And I was just kind of like,
I mean, I understand what you're saying. Actually, I fully resonate with it. But I thought that old lady did her job. She went 1, 2, 3, but then it started to catch
No,
up to
some
her.
of the people got down, but I'm just saying nobody actually put someone down where it was like, okay, this is at least one of the henchmen is out of the count, out for the count
Yes.
No,
type thing.
no, it's I feel like it shows you the difference between somebody who's been doing this for years and somebody who just started.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
No, true, but I'm saying like I feel like also because remember they said that factory was hiring like martial artists.
Yes.
If there was a
Oh no,
dude who
that's
had
oh
trained
my.
in martial arts and switched and still had his martial arts muscles, but he was using a different style. I don't know. I'm in two minds about it. I'm kind of
No,
mixed about it.
for me, I feel like the scene ran a bit too long. But I do hear what you're saying. But at the same time, I think I was okay with it. Well, but anyway, yeah. So the
Yeah,
fact
No,
no,
is,
I mean I'm not saying it's terrible. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not
yeah,
saying it detracts from the movie. I'm just saying I think I would have preferred if there was one or two people who were semi-competent
fair enough. No, I think
in
that's
the
fair.
thing.
That's fair. I think that's a fair point
It's
to
a
make.
preference, but it doesn't take away from the movie. It's just a
Exactly.
I
thing.
feel you. You want one of them to be Van Damme after training in Bloodsport.
Or at least not be Yamcha. I think the problem is the Yamcha. They're all a bunch of
Yeah,
Yamcha.
a lot of people were Yamcha here, and I'm just like, one of you can be Tien, guys. One of you can be Tien.
Give me a Chow Su. But anyway, yeah.
Chaozu was just as bad as Yamcha, and we don't clown him as much as Yamcha gets
Don't,
clowned.
dude, we don't. We really don't. But anyway.
Like Yamcha beat the Cybermen,
Yes, he
and then
did.
it blew
Yes.
up on him. Chaozu
Yes.
just blew himself up and did nothing to Nappa,
Yeah.
but anyway.
Uh, yeah. So the factory workers, they stand up for themselves. They're brave all of a sudden. And it almost seems
Mhm.
like it's gonna work, but nah, dude, they're still too early, dude. You don't just get to get it nice and quick. So, but before they can get that beat down, Mr. Ip shows up with a fist in the back of someone's head. Was it just to kill that guy? Just a rapid punch.
Like I don't like I feel like there's a different cut of this movie where it's like and Ip Man's kill count is now at 12. Because I'm like
I thought, back to my point, if John Wick was in that situation, I'm just saying.
Hey, Doug. Yeah, there would be a horror show.
I'm just like, yo, it been putting people down in this second half.
He really did, bro.
Unless we're following like the Batman Arkham Knight rules, where it's like you cave somebody's skull in and then you analyze them and it's like still breathing, unconscious. And this is like Batman. You DDT'd him into the ground.
Concussion. Concussion is not dead.
You hit him with the car. I'm fine, don't worry. It's like the Rogue fans from the new Spider-Man. Just because you get hit by the car doesn't mean you're not dead, guys. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. We don't see a body. And I'm just like, that dude was 85. I'm sorry. If I got hit by a car now, even if it was trying to get 40 kilometers an hour, I'm dead. There's no way he made it.
Technically, nobody died.
Copium, bro, is copium. But anyway, Ip Man comes in, shows no mercy, but he stops the battle. And then they talk, and they have a nice conversation, but the talk no jutsu isn't working.
Yeah, I really thought he was gonna try and talk him into like, hey dog, we can all make this work together. And that guy was like, I'm not hearing none of this shit.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything.
But then he says some shit where I'm just like, bro, that is not, you are misremembering events. Wow. You spurned me from opening a school. Then you came to my house.
You insulted my family, and then you try to beat
Bro, I didn't even call you. Someone else told you about me. And then you came to my house.
Mr. Barbarian is a hothead, and he like even the war didn't change him.
True. But anyway, yeah, the choke jutsu doesn't work. The cereal with the canned merc wasn't good enough, and they fight. The canned merc.
That's such a dumb reference. Nice one, Rob.
Thank you. Anyway, the one thing I do like about the speech is that it reflects that everyone is going through the same problem, but again, we mentioned the different ways. You can kiss ass, you can hide, you can do all these different things, but in the end, we're all hungry. We're all equally hungry. We're all equally as miserable, but the different decision is up to you. The bandits made their decision. The workers who clearly haven't made any money are basically working for free. They're struggling. Everyone is struggling. And you know what I mean? It's up to you whether you choose to be a criminal or not. I think that's almost beautiful, actually.
It kind of reminds me of AOT when certain people were not okay with the genocide, even though they were behind the walls like everyone else.
Yes. Team Flocker. But anyway.
Now it shows you that who is the enemy at this point. At this point, we are fighting each other while the enemy is living off our dividends.
Exactly. And they could have marched on some of these guys, grabbed some of their guns or something, you know what I mean? Go out strong, but no.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, but I mean, also they could have maybe came up with a team effort to go to that tournament and keep winning rice until the stocks are empty and everybody eats.
Yeah, until they're
That will never happen. Bullet to the head, Baba.
Yep, they're gonna chase for.
No, as long as Japanese dude is there, and you're just gonna be like, you're gonna let him break the rules again. What's the point of the Japanese army? Bang, he's dead. Continue. Yeah.
I'm 100% with you. Yeah.
You have to fight smart, Chief. Confuse the enemy.
Yes. But yeah. So yeah. For some bizarre reason, Mr. Barbarian goes to Lin's brother and goes, man, help out, bro. Can't be out your
and I'm just like, bro, you're the best here, and you can't do it.
Exactly.
What are you expecting? Like at that point, if I was Lin's brother, I give up. I work at the factory now.
Exactly.
Dude.
100%, bro.
Also, I've seen it before. Like, this is where Lin's brother lost me, because I'm like, you saw him beat up a Kung Fu master before. You know how nice this guy is. You really want to try this?
And Lin's brother is a softie, guys. I mean, his brother was the one who's always protecting him, and somehow he got in touch with the bandits, and the bandits are the ones who are protecting him now.
Hey, man's got special needs, so clearly.
No, but I'm saying sometimes it's okay to give up when you're out of your depth, you know?
Yes, I agree. I agree with you fully. But anyway, he has to make a choice, and under so many pressure, he, as Buck said, he makes the worst decision possible. And the interesting thing to pay attention to is exactly how long this fight is as compared to other fights. It feels like a midpoint climax, but it's actually the last true fight before the final act, before the final third act. And Lynn's brother, Yuan, gets beaten, of course, and he's limping away when Master Ip confronts him and tells him what happened to his
Hey, no,
brother.
wait, we gotta talk about how Ip Man he be beating people like he's their father sometimes. He took that stick to that dude's head and
Yes,
hit him on his foot. Like this wasn't a fight, this was a sermon. Hey,
yes. It
They
just
say you have to knock some sense into some people
no, like
sometimes.
if man be fighting people like this is gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. You liar!
I try to knock some sense
Dude,
out of him, man, like a piggy
and
bank.
they become so humble afterwards. That's the thing. After fighting this dude, you get knocked into sense.
Mm, yeah, it didn't
Well,
work.
I mean, if it was actually real physics, that dude's skull would have been caved in and he would have lost hearing in his ear.
Oh yeah, that bamboo would have done a job on him. But yeah, yeah, like I said, so last fight, Lynn's brother, and then they opens up it shows the lock thing, and turns out inside that thing is a kite. The kite from that terrible CGI shot that we saw from a long time ago. Do you remember that? CGI?
Oh, that's the kite?
Yes,
Uh-huh.
I
that's
didn't know what that was. I was like, what?
the
I
kite.
had no idea.
Yeah, for a second I thought it was that kid's drawing or something, but no, it's the kite from the start. And
Uh-huh.
yeah, it's a good moment. And but just when things are looking wholesome again, Officer Lee comes rushing in. Word has hit that that he was at the cotton mill, and he's warned not to go there, no matter what. But that is not how it works. That's not how Mr. Ip works. And we all
Mhm.
knew it. So we kind of get this quiet moment that, like Buck said, this could probably be the dark heart of the soul section, where he just quietly tucks his child in and his wife in, because it's the last time he's probably going to ever see them again because he's expecting death. He's made the decision without a conversation. Like you guys said, this is a quieter movie. Because he doesn't have to say it. We already know.
Now,
Uh,
at this point, he knows that people are going to suffer for his actions.
yes. And he can't handle that. He doesn't
Yeah.
want to lose his Chinese. And so we cut back to the mill. And
Look,
of course,
I just want to point out the one line where
yeah.
interpreter dude is like, just hang on, I have a plan. Bro,
Oh,
the
yes.
plan is called Kung Fu Superman. What is
I would have been snitching on him just to prevent a beat.
that?
Um, so yes, Mr. Rat-Faced Man is beating Quan while Lee tries to figure out a way, but it's not working as Lee gets some beats as well. And that's when Ip shows up and they pounce on him. They beat him to the ground with this great shot, and nearly shoot him, but General wants to make him an offer. Join the Japanese. Be loyal to the Emperor. And what? And
Yeah.
teach him fun.
Together we can
This
learn
is their
all.
version of cultural appropriation.
Hitman, join
It
us.
is.
Join us on the Japanese. Pom,
Yeah.
pom, pom, pom.
So anyway, Ip Man refuses and challenges this man to a fight. All of which Mr. Officer Lee is like, oh, he says he'll think about it. And he gets taken away by the general. Uh,
I love how he never translates what's actually said. Because he's like, they will kill us. What are you doing?
and no one's ever like, okay, but I only said 2 words. You said a paragraph. Are you sure you
Yeah.
tried what I said? Not once. It was a yes or no question.
Like he's just like, yeah, he's just like Shay Shay Ni, and he's like, what he's actually saying is that you are a wonderful being, and that next time it's like I said 2 words, dude. What are you doing?
But
Oh
anyway,
my gosh.
he gets taken away by the general, and in reality, the general is thrilled about the idea of a fight. So he speaks to him about having
No,
honorable.
hey, Ip Man found a Dragon Ball Z villain. He is so lucky because everybody else around the general is like, "What?
Yeah, I'd have shot you by now. What's happening? These aren't people.
This is
But
not the rules. What are we doing? Get him!
Aha.
No, I must challenge his kung fu."
you know what I mean? And they have this whole conversation actually. And I'm like, okay, but where's the translator now? And I'm assuming they're speaking the language of Kung Fu right now. They're speaking Kung
Mhm.
Fu to each other. Or it's like some generations type thing where everyone speaks their own
No,
vernacular.
you know what it is, ne? You know what it is, ne? Um, it's I actually this scene to me was brilliant,
Mm,
right? Even in the fact that because they're miscommunicating, but they're communicating.
mm,
If you get what I'm saying.
mhm.
First off, it man, eat the food. Hey, dude,
Yes.
my God, you don't
No
have to
one,
starve.
no one cares about a hunger strike. Yes.
Dude.
Like, what is this? What is his stamina? First, this is superhuman now.
Yeah.
Bro,
Like, come
no,
on.
no. You don't take food from the opposition the night before. It could be poison.
Because of
No, he's
liquor.
clearly accepted your challenge. If they wanted
Yeah.
to kill you, they could have done it easily. They could do it right now in this
Yeah.
jail cell, and Ip Man would not be able to do anything. You can't,
Exactly.
you can't
Bro,
do in a fire squad.
you understand, like the Japanese army is like it's like a den of lions, and the general is like the pussycat.
Yeah. I didn't see that coming.
Not necessarily because every lion is scared of the pussycat, but what I'm trying to say here is that the general has taken your offer. I don't think he's going to poison you now because clearly this is a matter of pride for him, and you have not eaten in like 3 days. You can eat the food, but
Exactly.
anyway,
Like you
getting
said,
back to
it's a matter of pride. Have you seen
okay.
this guy fight?
Getting back to it, the reason why I like the brilliance of this scene, I still say eat the food, but I like the fact that they don't have a translator between them
Yeah.
because their actions are speaking to each other more than their words.
Mhm.
Like he knows that the general is offering him this food because he's like, I want you at your best, and Ip Man is like, I know what you are. Like you pretend to be this
Yeah.
benevolent being who cares about martial arts, but you've
Yeah.
been
Mhm.
slaughtering people left and right.
Yeah. You're just
Stop
as bad as
pretending that you're something
yeah.
else.
Yeah, you're just as bad as the other guys. You're right. And in a way
Uh-huh.
it's true.
Two sides of the same coin. Like
Yeah,
even the interaction shows you two sides of the same coin.
absolutely.
Because he
Uh,
even bows to Ip Man, which is interesting. Like he
mm,
gives Ip Man respect as a martial artist, but it's like because he values martial arts.
Mhm.
yeah. But anyway, moving on from that, you can see this great frame again within bars, frame within a frame, beautiful. And we get this nice scene where I kind of warm up to her a little bit, where
Ah.
where she speaks of regret and
You
how
didn't
she
you didn't warm up to her when she was bedridden talking about I have to get to work because how's my
yeah,
husband gonna provide for our family?
I knew she was still gonna be like, no more fighting. At least now she acknowledges the bullshit. And it's like, my husband really likes to do this one thing and I hate it for him. And she's just
No,
like,
the thing is, I feel this is one of like I feel like a lot of relationships go through this when like the female doesn't understand like they understand but she doesn't understand us to a point when when we're playing our consoles and stuff like they don't understand why we love our console
hmm,
but take away our console and they see the sad in our eyes and they'll be like I shouldn't have taken the console away.
mhm, yeah, exactly. I absolutely agree, man. That's exactly what's
He
happening.
might die.
Um, but anyway, he's upset. She regrets all the things she said, knowing full well that yeah. And she's like using talk no jutsu against Mr. Kwan. Subbed or dubbed. I think this acting could have been better, but I don't hate it. So, but the message lands, so I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
And then we get the moment, the fight.
I have issues with this final part. Like I have some really big issues. I saw
I
this
have.
scene, and then I saw Jet Li in Fearless.
I think I know what you,
That's
yeah.
my biggest problem. Yeah, that's my biggest problem. Did the Jet Li's character and Master Ip experience the same things, or what happened? This is very confusing to me.
Nah, okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I have another issue with this scene, I think, and it speaks to what Kagiso was saying about the true villain of the piece,
Mm.
because again we get to see that yeah, this general is the big bad because I think he's the only person to ever hit Ip Man in this entire movie.
Yes. Yes.
But anyway, we'll go through the list. I'll talk about
Yeah,
my
not
criticism of
some
it a little
Steven
bit later.
Seagal shit. I agree. Well, actually, no, I don't think I spend much time on this fight. But anyway, yeah, General versus Master Ip. With it, we get a flashback of Ratface undermining the general's plans. We find out that he threatened Ip Man, but what he doesn't know is that Ip Man already forfeit his life. He wasn't planning on getting out of there alive, so it's like, oh, or I'll
Yeah,
kill. Okay. So now the fight begins, and Mr. Ip lands the first hit immediately. And what follows is the general does hit back, like Buck said, but this fight is glorious. It has some somewhat it plays dangerous with the use of cuts and close-ups, but I think
yeah.
it's sparse enough that it doesn't feel like Liam Neeson or Hollywood doing 20,000 cuts. Do you know what I mean? So
No,
it's
yeah,
not.
true. But this is where I was just like, I think they made it OP, and I
Mm,
understand where it
yeah,
is. I get that, but I think the general should have been more leveled
I
because you
agree
have to
with that.
remember something. Ip Man is fighting on an empty stomach. On top of
Yeah.
that, like this is the ultimate disrespect to anybody that actually knows what's going on. Which is why that bro was like, if he wins, I have to shoot him. Because now it will be forever the legend that our general got whooped by a man who was hungry.
Mm,
That's the thing. I think that's the whole message of the entire fight. Like, and again, a humbled man can actually bring down the reputation of an empire without losing himself. That's the
yes.
thing about
Yeah,
Iman. He
true. I
never
mean, I
lost
get it, but
himself
I
throughout the
still think
whole.
that they built him up too much for this to be the outcome. I think that when we get to other Ip movies, when we get to other Ip Man movies, they balance out. Like anytime Ip Man meets somebody that's supposed to be on his level, perfect example, Mike Tyson in Ip Man 3. He
Hmm.
doesn't wax Mike Tyson.
Yeah, that is
No,
true.
no, okay, fit. And I think one of the reasons, like I said, I have an issue with this scene. I think one of the reasons it went the way it went is because of Fearless.
Yes. Actually, that's true. Jackie Chan's
Mm.
Fearless, it's a similar fight. But aren't they like on
Yeah.
like a bunch of poles in Fearless? I think that's on like poles or whatever. It's like some
No,
kind of
yeah,
dating.
there's a fight on the poles, but the end fight is like yeah, it's in a stage like this. And
Yes.
then it ends the way it ends with Ip Man.
Oh, sorry, I'm
Eh,
not thinking of, yes, you're right, Fearless. I was thinking of a different movie. I think I'm thinking of Hero. I don't know. But yes, you're right.
oh
Fearless is
yeah.
Arena, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
with that. And in Fearless, they poisoned him. So
Yes.
in this fight, he doesn't eat. So it's almost the same thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, look, again, the fight is still amazing. The choreography is still amazing. And obviously, I laughed so hard when they start cutting between the dummy and the general, where he's like, I'm about to work you like you're an exercise.
Yeah.
He's like, one, two, three, four, five, six. You know,
Bro, bro.
imagine having knowledge
No,
that you're getting beat to a specific
I think
rhythm.
I think the punch that hit or the one that hit the most is when he hit the pole. There's a scene where he hits him and he hits the pole. I
Yeah,
was
that's
like,
when it ends.
ah,
That's when
yeah,
you know.
the end of the fight. I was
Yeah,
like, wow,
yeah,
that was peak for me, bro.
yeah, that was beautiful. But
Like
yeah,
I'm saying, like he hit the general so hard, I think the general started hearing the score within the fight. He was like, "What the hell is that sound?" Do 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 do
Dude,
do do do.
the concussions were concussing at that time.
oh yeah,
No, I'm
yeah.
saying if man beat the score into that man.
No, I feel you guys. Um, At first I was worried, right? Because with this whole thing where like this man's like, I'll kill you. But I was like, okay, that means nothing. And then Kwan brings this man's family here. And I was like, oh snap. Are we about to get a twist? Or I'll kill your
Hmm.
family type shit. Nope. Bit of an anticlimax, really. They just brought
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he didn't know that they were there. I'm pretty sure
yes,
Ratface, if he could pick them out of the crowd, that's the
yes,
first thing he would have done.
Yep, he
and
would have, most
yeah,
definitely.
100%. But they just came there to watch him get shot, apparently. Um, we all see all the times the battles have come together, and in this moment, which interlaces with, like you said, with the practice and how this man is beating him by the book. You know what I mean? He's beating him clean cut, no need for deviations. Ip Man crushes him with raw speed and power. And it all culminates together with a big victory, and the people cheer. The Chinese prize has risen. And Mr.
Mhm.
Ratface blasts him in the back, bro. Pause. Um,
Yep.
and the cinematographer's rent was late. So this we got a great many cuts of the people. And in the end, we gotta get this J.J. Abrams lens flare right there. Like, yeah, cinematographer needed his paycheck, bro. This was crazy. If
Yeah,
you
this
watch,
was great.
this was beautiful. And after he gets shot, well, let's just say the Chinese people, they don't take it well. One might even say
Yeah.
they're a bit perturbed and creating a kerfuffle. Um,
Uh-huh.
and as they
It
overwhelm,
signaled a revolution.
yes, yes. Uh,
You know what would have been hilarious? You know what would have been hilarious? If everybody in the crowd just went,
that would have been good. Actually, I would have loved that. And
Bro.
and then the Japanese are like, what? And then all of a sudden the guns are up and everybody's
I would have loved Kung Fu Hustle style, 100%.
ah, that is funny. Oh my god.
So
And
you
yeah,
you can oppress us, but when it comes to our heroes, now we draw the line, Baba.
hell yeah. But anyway,
This kind of reminded me of, I don't know if you guys ever saw it. It was on Netflix. I think it's still there. It's called RRR or Triple R. Or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, yeah. The one with the lions and the tigers and the
the
bears.
story of Gilgamesh
Yeah, yeah.
remake.
No, the one with the Indian Ip Man or the Indian Superman or whatever the
Yeah,
case is. Wait,
yes.
sometimes those guys are superhuman. But I'm like, how the hell did you do that? But yeah, they had one scene where there was this one guy. I mean, the white lady pulls out a whip from her nether regions because that's the only place where it can come from. I was like, Michelle Pfeiffer, where the hell did that come from? I don't know how you did that. How you secret spawned a torture device. But anyway, so yeah, and then they have this whole scene where they're like beating the dude. He sings through it, which I was like, okay, pretty gangster to be singing through your own torture, I guess. But then after that, everybody like rushes the stage and starts fighting the people with the guns, even though guns are going off. So this
Yeah,
kind of
that's
reminded me of that.
okay. No, that's a good moment. That's a good visual, actually. Um, yes, but he doesn't die, and like Rocky 4, he punches his way to peace, love, and respect.
Mhm.
I personally like how they are all like I like how they're like in the because it ends here and the credits go down. They're like, see the Japanese gave an unconditional surrender, and it's like, nah, dude, it's because America dropped the sun on them. This had nothing to do with
No, no. As America had their own theme song. Do 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 do.
but it's over. It was beautifully shot and
Ah,
beautifully made. The writing in my eyes is probably the weakest aspect, but also it swung for the fences. It clearly wasn't a one and done draft. There's a lot of reincorporation, and the use of theme to express different types of victims and oppressors in this oppressive state is just highly intelligent, well done. Donnie Yen as a fighter and as an actor was amazing. Most characters who aren't the wife, and the child did a perfect job, and this was an achievement. Um, it's a story of people coming together, and it achieved what it set out to do. I'm giving it a fantastic 8 out of 10.
yeah, I agree. Again,
Yeah,
I
most
think
definitely.
like even with the wife and the kid though,
Yeah.
some of it falls onto the director for me because they had a lot of personality in that first opening act.
Yeah. I agree.
So I don't know exactly what happened. I think it's less with the wife though, because the scene where she is crying, I just don't know if it was the enunciation. Because again, also, I don't know if they're speaking Mandarin, I'm not sure, or if it's Cantonese. It sounds Mandarin-y though. It sounds very like because apparently Cantonese is more sing-songy,
Mm,
apparently. Linguist experts let us know in the comment section down
yeah.
below.
And if
But
we're
I
wrong,
think
to us, like the
oh,
Lion King guy.
oh my god. I want $27 million. Hey, Chief.
But yeah, go on, man.
I've got 27 million cents. I don't know.
Now, man, this movie in terms of epic, like I put it there in terms of like an epic storytelling, like one of the best way to like to tell a man's life. Like the way they told, like they put it in like in pieces, but in each piece is so interesting. Each piece is a history of the people, the culture. Like they don't miss out when it comes to that.
Like I think this it does what I guess other biopics should do. I don't know. We had a discussion about this, Rob, where
Mhm.
this is a moment in time in Ip Man's life. It's
Yeah,
not Ip Man's life in snapshots.
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes,
Exactly.
So that's I think what I mean. Of course, it's a very fictionalized version. I'm
of
sure.
course.
I'm sure
Yeah.
the real dude did not get shot and inspire a Chinese revolution. But I'm just saying, like they take they're making him fantastical, but they take his
Yeah.
life and then they weave a narrative around a specific
Around it,
moment in
yes.
time.
100%.
Dude,
It's mhm.
for me, when it comes to Asian writing is so good at taking characters and actually making them superheroes. Like normal characters and actually making them Superman, like you said, Ip Man Superman.
I
If
hear
you
you.
watched there's Ip Man, there's this Ip Man, and then there's another one called Ip Man the Grandmaster. Like, dude, if you watch that one, the cinematography in that one is for the fights in the rain. It's just peak. So they what they do with the characters, how they write their live action characters and put them on the screen is just peak for me. Even Chen Zhan, bro. Even the character that Bruce Lee, Jet Li, Donnie Yen himself played. Chen Zhan's story is legendary.
Hmm. Well, I
Yeah,
mean,
you know what it is though. I think one, especially with kung fu films. I mean, some I'm starting to watch a lot of C dramas and K dramas and all of that stuff. So I'm starting to pick up a lot of cues in all of that stuff and how they write. But what I think one thing that they do, especially with kung fu movies of this type at this time or whatever, they do
yeah,
something that I think a lot of Western movies and superhero movies fail to do is make you care about the stakes. Like one thing that like you get to feel the pressure of Ip Man not being Ip Man anymore. Like how his
yes,
wife is bedridden, or how like the general is finding him at his house, and all of those things. And then they'll
yeah,
also show something that is stronger than his kung fu, aka the gun. So it's like
yes,
even though he's Kung Fu Superman, here's an obvious kryptonite that he would not be able to get around.
yes,
So
Mm.
only by the grace of the general and because of how stubborn he is, it culminates in a situation that technically works in his favor.
yeah,
Where in any other combination of that scenario, he'd be dead. So obviously, you see an obvious weakness to
yes,
him, but then he still has to show his strength in the face of that weakness. I think
yeah.
what happens with a lot of Western films, especially films where they're female leads, and again, hey, feminists, I'm not coming at you. I'm making a point. Let me land here.
I'll come. Yeah, I say it. Yeah, say it, bro.
What they do is that they will tell you how hard her life is. They will never show you. So you
Oh yeah,
never buy it.
oh
So
yeah.
when she's strong, you don't feel like she was ever in danger.
Mm.
Agreed.
Like
hundred
a
percent.
perfect example, Captain Marvel, right? The most we see her fall down is at the beginning of that film in a training session. Outside of that, she's never really challenged on any level. Forget physical. She's never challenged on any level. So when she gains her Super Saiyan powers, you're just like, oh, obvious. That's what was going to happen next, of course. And I know somebody's going to be like, there's the whole thing where she shot the thing. No, that's an incident. That's an inciting incident for her to get her powers. It's not her character being challenged. They didn't challenge her as a person in
Yes.
any aspect. And that's why we didn't really buy into her as a character.
Yes.
So here, Ip Man was challenged at every level, even though he was physically dominant.
Yeah.
Because there were situations where his physical dominance meant nothing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was still gonna starve even with his dominance. Agreed. That's
Yeah,
good.
so I think that's the thing, is that it making a character strong and giving them challenges. It's the same problem I have with Superman personally, where they always fail to challenge Superman for me. So what they do is they'll create situations where he loses, but it doesn't make sense.
Oh, like Supergirl, where
So
it's
then
like,
it's just
oh,
like,
there's a green sun, guys. There's a green sun. There's a red sun now.
yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
how?
and it's just like there's a red sun the entire time. There's no other way to the entire time. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I think Western, like they're losing this art of making you care about the stakes, and I don't know how they lost it. Because you go to
No,
old movies,
that no,
you go to old movies like
politics.
Matrix.
Yeah.
Politics. The thing is
Maybe.
now, I feel like in Tungena, the creatives are losing power when it comes to creating these things.
Oh
Until
yeah.
like, the execs are starting to put their hands where their hands should not be.
That's
China is an Asian cinema. Like for example, Jackie Chan, Jet Li, even Donnie Yen, they can do Hollywood, but they always go back to their countries because that is where their talent is mostly appreciated. The
yeah.
execs will always, I feel like the execs, the creatives and the execs will always clash. And whoever wins, it's the one who's gonna be responsible for the end result.
Oh, definitely. I can see that. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm saying no. You have a point because I can tell you now. I always said this about Captain Marvel. The biggest enemy. It's not the fandom because I understand. Yes, the fandom is toxic, whatever. But I was like the biggest enemy. I think to me, I don't know if it was the executives or the writers, but it was the people behind the screen or whatever. They stuffed that movie all the way to hell because Brie Larson at the opening of that film, she's a person, and then she just becomes a robot. And I'm like, who said that this was appealing at all? Now,
It,
it
But
became a movie by committee or checkbook,
yeah.
or
but
checkbox or whatever.
but to be fair with that one, I would say Captain Marvel, guys, not for me growing up, it was the man. It was the guy played by the character played by Jude Law.
Oh,
So
you
I
read the
feel like,
books.
yeah.
You read the comic books with
Yeah, even
Marvel.
even the cartoon, even the cartoons. So I feel like they they
Uh,
they they mixed both stories of Jennifer, is it yeah, Brie Larson's character and
Yeah.
Jude Law's character to create the Captain Marvel in the MCU. So that's why I think that's why you don't like them that much.
I
no,
guess
I can tell you now. I just think the way that it was written, like I'm saying, if we look at Ip Man versus,
Exactly. The way
if
they
I'm
try
saying
to
no, but I'm saying even though they tried to mix things together, you can crowbar and Frankenstein a thing together. I'm saying around her character herself, right?
yeah.
There was nothing that they made appealing. There was nothing in there for people to latch onto. Like the best thing
Hey,
was like, and then they would say things like, "Don't be too emotional. Don't be." It's like she doesn't have that problem, Chief. I can tell you
bro,
that right now.
like
I see nothing.
but have you thought, or maybe the like for me the way you're speaking, I feel like you could have the same problem with Supergirl. I feel like
What's the
the
same
writers or
problem with people?
the
No,
writers
I can 100% say it's the same problem with Supergirl. What I'm saying is that when they make these female led films versus when
exactly
they
these
make guys
female
film,
like the writers.
yeah.
It's
But I'm
something.
saying the
Yeah.
writer, like it's like the writers are scared to dust up some of these female characters, and I'm
Yes.
like, one thing is that in Asia, the hands rated E for everybody. In Ip Man, they kicked a granny full on in her chest.
Yeah, everyone's
Bro,
getting the beats.
Hollywood is woke. Hollywood is woke, and being woke is their Achilles heel, unfortunately.
Because it's so
Nah, woke is, I don't think woke is the problem. I think you know what it is. You know what it is.
yeah,
It's
this
fear.
yeah.
Woke
Oh
is
yes.
not the problem. It's being scared. It's being scared of committing to a narrative. And if you're sensitive around a narrative or whatever, don't try and touch it then. But if you're going to touch into it, actually do the thing and then justify it within the writing. Perfect example. Game of Thrones, they done horrible things to female characters in that series, and everybody still goes, "Hey, George R. R. Martin was peak, bro." Before
Yeah.
before they
The
ran out of the
incest
books.
trait of that show, trust, I get it, I know.
But what I'm trying to say is, like, apparently the writing was so good, and he leaned so hard into it that people were just like, well, what you get is Game of Thrones, baby. It's Game of Thrones.
Story, bro. Yeah, I know it, but when
So
the story is good, trust.
yeah, so that's what I'm saying is like I think, and for me, I'd never write Game of Thrones. Never ask me to write Game of Thrones. I'm not going to play in that sandbox. Thank you very much. But I know for the things that I write, I 100% commit to whatever I'm writing to, and I think a lot of executives and a lot of writers right now, especially in the Western Hemisphere, they're just like, and then it makes the movie mid. But anyway.
Sometimes I feel like it's female characters writing female characters. I think that's where the problem is mostly.
No, I think it's a combination of the two. Like what you guys are both saying is actually right. I think it's fear because there's this funny meme that I once saw where it's like a white guy robbing a black guy. It's like, oh, so the black guy is the victim, and then it's a black guy robbing the white guy. So the black guy is always a criminal. And if you have to write something, and you got to keep that in your mind, what ends up happening? You end up writing plain nonsense characters, and then you know what ends up happening? You get what's the guy's name again? John Walker from Civil Captain America, the Falcon.
Yeah, it's
Next thing you know, everyone
US
likes
USA.
him. Do you know what I mean? Because now there's no rules on him as a character that are the same as like the Black Captain America. So people end up liking him because there's so many rules. They don't want to make this guy look. You know what I mean? It's this whatever, man. We'll reflect.
No, like yeah, it's just again coming back to Ip Man, just to wrap
Yeah.
this up so that we can wrap this up. The way they write Ip Man here,
Mm.
he is Kung Fu Superman, yes.
Yes.
But they show facets of him, they show his weaknesses, they show
Mhm.
his weaknesses within his own family. Because there's
Yeah.
times where it's just like, Baba, you're only getting a job now. Like
Yeah.
Rob said, it's like how bad like you saw that she was sick every day, but you waited because you're
No,
that in love with Kung Fu. So
no,
yeah, and then it's like things like that. And then also they show that he does get special treatment. And
Mhm.
like you could be like, but why is he getting special treatment or whatever? What about the other
Yeah.
kung fu? And then you see him turn on the rice, and you're just like, dog, your family is starving. Why are you turning on the rice? But it's supposed to be the principle of the thing. So you're engaging with him as a character on both his strengths and his weaknesses. And I don't think they do that in the Western Hemisphere, especially when it comes to female characters. They write them so
yeah.
sanitized because they're afraid that if they make her upset or if they make her fall or whatever, everybody's going to be like, ha, ha, or stupid woman or
Yeah,
whatever, and not
that's
engage with her as a
the
character.
the way they write them is like that they're afraid to give them certain challenges. Female characters, they are so afraid to give them certain challenges. But
Yeah,
Ibrahim
so
was challenged as a man, he was challenged as a father, he was challenged as a martial artist, he was challenged as a basically
Yeah.
like a community leader. He was challenged on all aspects. Female
Oh,
characters, I feel like they're afraid.
like that's why I'm saying, even though he's never physically challenged in the kung fu aspect of that, you never feel like he's a Mary Sue, and I think
yes.
that's like, and I think that's why giving this movie an 8 out of 10. Like there's some things that I would have polished personally,
Yeah.
like especially the last fight. I would have had it been much closer. I would have had the general.
Yeah.
You give Ip Man a few combos or whatever, a few
Yeah.
karate combos where Ip Man is like, okay, I really have to pick it up a gear. This guy is as good as I am, or
Yes.
whatever, and I have to look
That,
for an opportunity.
Yes.
That would have
that's
bumped it
why
up
I'm
to a
saying,
9 for me. That would have bumped it up to a 9 for me.
Yeah.
But because of everything that dude the movie guy listed, that's what makes this a strong 8.
Yes.
no. For me, like I said, I hated the final part, but they redeem it in the second movie. They redeem it beautifully in the second movie. So yeah, 8 out of 10 is beautiful for me as well.
Yeah. All right. Well,
All right then.
I guess that's that, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. We had a bit of a tangent at the end, but I think that was worth it. I think that was some golden stuff right there. Guys, please, again, check out the movie guy on Instagram, right? Or on Twitter, right?
Instagram, TikTok, and yeah, Facebook.
Fantastic. And of course, You all know Buck from Recast T'Challa, Black Panther vs. Super Skrull, and
Marvel gonna come to my house one day.
as they should. These are not GTA, but yes.
Oh, the way I'm gonna play the race card if they do. It's time to.
You,
But yeah,
psycho kite.
please check out our details on the description. Please check us out. I hope you had fun. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful day. Woo!
Peace.